Hello again and welcome to the broadcast booth live from Buck Stadium on our MICSportsNetwork.com Thursday night game of the week. I'm Doug Kesterson alongside the birthday boy himself, my broadcast partner, James Espinosa.
Thank you, Doug, for acknowledging that. It's good to be here, birthday and all. Fun fact for everybody out there, my first ever game broadcasted on my birthday, so it's a first for me tonight.
And, of course, we're also joined alongside our live stream producer tonight. It's not Marcos Marroquin. It's the wonderful and talented, multi-talented Jake Vasquez on the stream tonight. We want to say thank you to our sponsors tonight. We appreciate their support all season long, and that's our friends over at South Texas Bone and Joint, Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, Neil's Urban Oven, Eurotech Foundation Repair, and the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. Week number 4 of the 2024 Texas high school football season. This is the first ever matchup between these two schools. Donna North came into existence and started playing in 2014. Their first year of football is 2013. First year in the district was 2014. Their all-time record, 12-86. They have never been to the playoffs, and they have 4 winless seasons. It's been a little bit of a struggle, James, for the Donna North Chiefs.
Yeah, it sure has, Doug. And, that all-time record doesn't look too pretty on their end, as, the 12-86 mark all-time. And even in recent years, it's a program that is still trying to find their legs. Of course, they do share a town with the Donna Redskins, who traditionally are a strong Valley team. So it's always kind of hard when you split off and you have to compete against that traditional power, and you, on the other hand, are trying to make your mark in that city and in that RGV region.
Absolutely. Last week, the Chiefs had 29 yards of offense, all on the ground, no passing yards. They allowed 456 against a stout PSJA North team, a perennial playoff powerhouse year in and year out.
Yeah, those North Raiders are nothing to play around with, and they're a team who last year had a lot of heavy praise and a lot of expectations to represent the Rio Grande Valley out of Region 4, but they fell short against Brownsville Veterans Memorial, who, of course, went on to beat Miller and, of course, who beat this Veterans Memorial Corpus Christi team in the playoffs. So that was a monumental run in its own right, but yeah, there's a lot of great talent in the Valley, and it's been a tough slate so far, but I'm interested, Doug, to see how Corpus Christi Vets, acclimates himself to that new Valley district. There's going to be some tough teams in the mix.
I mean, they had a nice start picking up the victory last week. Veterans had 321 yards of offense last week, 140 passing, 181 rushing. That's pretty close to being balanced as you can think in a football game. Now, I've seen, I forget who it was, a week or two ago, just this season, it was probably like 150 yards rushing and 151 yards passing. And I'm like, well, that's about as close to balance as you can ever get in a ball game. And I don't know that they planned it that way, but coaches will tell you they did.
Yeah, that's how they drew it up, Doug.
And, of course, Vets last week, their defense, they only allowed 41 yards. And here it was, 20 passing, 21 rushing.
Wow.
That's all Veterans allowed last week. They had a fumble recovery and 2 interceptions last week.
My goodness. So, the Veterans defense obviously off to a great start in district play, and the offense as well with 37 scored points.
And that was against Brownsville Rivera last week, 37-0 for the Veterans Memorial Eagles last week. The starting off district play 1-0.
Yeah, 15-5A Division I, featuring the likes of Harlingen South, the aforementioned Donna, PSJA North, PSJA Memorial, Weslaco East, who's also a very tough squad down there. And, of course, you can't forget about the guys out there in the Bluff.
On the Yorktown Showdown?
Yep, and that's slated for the last game of the season, and who knows
what that could mean. That should be a doozy.
Yeah, so, it's interesting how Vets is now having to travel 2.5 hours south for their road games, but, that's just going to be a test for these guys and Coach Bittner and how they're going to manage that.
Well, we've done it. We did it 2 years in a row, and traveling 2 hours south, covering games for Gregory Portland the last 2.
That can be a grind for sure, definitely.
Hey, wound up getting some great food, though, a couple of times.
We did.
It was really good, man. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. A lot of situations that have happened. It's a special night for the Gold Out for the Triumph Over Kids Cancer Kids Cancer Month. Different thing. There's a celebration with the Border Patrol here tonight. Celebration of life, should I say, in remembrance of Border Patrol agent Anthony Brown, who passed away. There'll be a moment of silence coming up for him tonight. And also we want to say, I want to make a correction and an apology. I try to pride myself in making sure that I say someone's last name correctly. And when I do, and if I make a mistake, I want to make sure that I acknowledge it so you know. We've been saying Noah, the quarterback for Veterans Memorial, Indris. I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. I apologize. It was nothing intentional. I want to say it's Indris. I got the video from his dad this week, so I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it now. It's Indris.
There's nothing. I mean, look, yes, we do try our best to pronounce every name and show respect in that regard. And you know what? Sometimes, hey, one escapes from us, but we do appreciate the good folks from Veterans Memorial.
The Booster Club especially, yeah, they've been awesome.
Booster Club's been awesome, and, of course, Noah Indris' dad for helping us with the correct pronunciation.
Absolutely, and when you look at it, I'm born and raised South Texas. Okay, to me, it looks Spanish to me, and so I naturally gravitated toward that.
Yes,
I shouldn't have, but I did.
I was rolling my R's.
Oh, man, big.
So
I was practicing
hard.
that. I was practicing it hard, man.
But we got it now. Noah Indris.
Starting
quarterback for Vets.
And speaking of, as the teams get ready to take the field, we can go ahead and get the starting lineup for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Because they will have that quickly. Let's go ahead. Yeah, they have Joaquin Montes, Zach Martin, John Barton, Matt Alanis, Dylan Durbin are the linemen. Daniel Munoz, the tight end, Isaiah Early, Charles Perry, and Braden Rhodes, the receivers. Ryan Scott, Andrew Chalabois is the running back. And again, quarterback number 5, Noah Indris.
That is correct. And for the Donna North Chiefs starting defense, we have defensive end number 55, Aiden Gandaria. We got number 53, Ivan Blanco. At defensive tackle, number 99, Ray Ortega. And number 28, Matthew Rodriguez. In the linebacking core, you got number 30, Jose Carrera. Number 56, Sergio Caldera. And number 33, Jose Perez. And in the secondary, at cornerback, number 7, Lorenzo Gonzalez. Number 24, Jeremiah Presas. At strong safety, number 14, Yarin Vasquez. And at free safety, number 6, Prince Johnson.
Okay, and they were about ready for the veteran to take the field, so we're going to do that. So tonight we go back to main cam and recognize Army veteran Armand Flores, grandfather of football player number 29, Manuel Ramos Jr. Flores is a Vietnam vet who served in the United States Army from June 1971 to June 1973 in the 101st Airborne Screaming Eagles. He attended basic training in AIT in California and jumped school in Georgia. After his service, he continued to serve this country as a law enforcement officer for 33 and a half years, received the National Defense Medal, Good Conduct Medal, Overseas Service Bar, Vietnam Service Medal with 1-star, Parachuter's Badge, and Rifle Expert Badges. Veterans Memorial High School and all in attendance tonight say thank you for your service, Mr. Armand Flores. And he's at midfield right on the 50-yard line. And he's holding the American flag next to his grandson. And a few pictures, and the team will be coming out here in just a second, and we'll get to the rest of the starting lineups here in a moment. The Chiefs have an old-school stand-up breakthrough type run-through. That's kind of neat.
That's pretty awesome to see. Not the new fancy tunnel, the old-school, like you said, Doug, stand-up banner. Donna North Chiefs adorning it with the arrowhead and the chief, the feathered chief right there. Looking nice. They have a nice logo.
And you see the Eagles on MICSportsNetwork.com. And the Chiefs take the field first on the opposite side. And they're all gray uniforms tonight. An American flag, a Texas flag, two Chiefs flags.
Yeah, they're coming out here, Doug. I was on the prowl on the pregame, and a lot of intensity coming from that side of things. Coaches doing everything they can to pump the boys up and get them ready for a big task tonight against Vets.
And it looks, in addition to being middle school night, as the Eagles being led out by Brown, by Andrew Brown, holding the Texas flag, leading the team out. And you know his emotions have got to be very hard to deal with in a situation like this.
I can't even imagine what that young man must be feeling right now.
And the Border Patrol spaced out right along with the star line tonight. So it's a pretty moving moment.
It really is.
They just finished the read here for the public address for Armand Flores. And now Flores is going to carry the American flag. Here come the Eagles. And the middle schoolers are taking place. I believe that's Caffey. I believe Atkins. Let's get back to the rest of the starting lineups tonight. We can go back to the Chiefs offense, and James will take that away here in just a second.
For the Chiefs, at left tackle, number 54, you got Miguel De La Paz. At left guard, number 60, Adrian Amaro. Centers, number 64, RJ Sanchez. At right guard, number 65, Oscar Martinez. Right tackle will be number 58, Rigo Regalado. Tight end, number 80, it's Kevin Lopez. The wide receivers are number 10, Romeo Mendez, and number 6, Prince Johnson. At running back, number 18, Santiago Rogel. And number 12, Noah Sainz. They'll be splitting carries. And at quarterback, you have number 4, Jaime Arcianega.
All right, for the veterans defense, Alexander Marcotte, Carlos Torres, Frank Rodriguez, and Luke Lowry are all the defensive line. The linebackers, Zach Smith and Lance Moya. Strong safeties, Brody Rubio, Rover, Robert Ponce. The free safety, Chris Vasquez. The safeties, Charles Perry and Jordan Huerta. Sorry, the corners are Charles Perry and Jordan Huerta. And now, James, if you will do the color guard.
Yes, let's go ahead and get that started here. Color guard. They're getting ready to hit the field.
Place your right hands over our heart. And gentlemen should remove your hats. Remember, silence is a form of respect.
This evening's color guard is being presented by the Veterans Memorial High School Coast Guard JROTC program. This is the inaugural year for the program, and Veterans Memorial High School is proud to be established as one of only 15 Coast Guard JROTC programs in the country. Presenting today's colors are, at right rifle, senior cadet Ariana Munoz. At left rifle, sophomore cadet Broden Arndt. Carrying the Texas flag, sophomore cadet Julian Thompson, and carrying the U.S. flag, junior cadet Max Ramirez.
Carrying the U.S. flag, junior cadet Max Ramirez.
And I know from talking with the public address and everybody earlier, there's going to be a moment of silence for.
All in attendance show respect. Mr. Brown was an amazing father to Adrian, Tamara, Andrew, and Elijah.
For U.S. Border Patrol Agent Brown.
Of the Border Patrol for 21 years. He was so very loved and loved so much in life. He was strong in his faith and believed and knew Jesus and is now at rest with him. Would everyone please join us in a moment of silence? And now, would everyone within hearing distance of the music, please rise and remain standing for our country and our nation's flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
KEYS Corpus Christi. You're listening to the MIC.network.com Thursday night game of the week. Flyover from the Coast Guard. The first game we had with Veterans Memorial here against Miller, they had 2 choppers go by, and that's pretty neat to be able to see that go by tonight. Wasn't expecting that either. Sorry, James.
Yeah, it was not. It's always a nice treat to have the Coast Guard fly over.
And some things are just bigger than football, but there's a game to play tonight, so hopefully these young men can put their emotions in check, be able to play a good game tonight and represent their school, the Veterans Memorial Eagles, with pride and class tonight.
Yeah, at least for the next 2.5 to 3 hours.
Yes.
About ready to play football here at Buck Stadium, MICSportsNetwork.com. News Talk KEYS, 1440 AM and 98.7 FM. James Espinosa here, alongside my broadcast partner of many years, Doug Kesterson.
Yeah, we've been together a bunch.
Yeah, we have.
Definitely a lot of games together.
We've called a lot of games, football and baseball, together.
And the entire Border Patrol is making their way that are here in attendance tonight to come greet the Brown family.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the scene down there, they have a picture of Mr. Brown, of course, and they're over there talking to the young man, Andrew Brown. There has to be, Doug, I mean, I'm
having a hard time keeping my emotions together right now.
There has to be at least 20 to 30 Border Patrol agents on the field right now showing their respects, paying their respects towards the Brown family. One has to be just...
Oh, man.
I don't know. I can't even imagine, you know. And, of course, our hearts
absolutely
and condolences do go out to the Brown family and everybody who knew Mr. Brown. And
there's a GoFundMe link if you're willing and able to donate any amount if you can. You'll find it on the Veterans Memorial Facebook page, the Booster Club page, many of them out there.
Yes.
And the officials tonight, James.
Yeah, let's go. Officials tonight for the ball game between Donna North and the Veterans Memorial Eagles are as follows, as I'm flipping through the pages, Doug. Sorry about that.
All good.
All right, here we go. Head referee tonight is John Corona. Umpire is Horacio Lomas. Head linesman Billy McClendon. Line judge is Michael Hernandez. Side judge is Howard Shower. Field judge Oscar Benavides. And back judge Earl Kronk. Interesting little fact here. Side judge Howard Shower is actually part of the Keys Veteran Roundtable every Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. with Dotson Lewis.
Absolutely. I met him a couple of weeks ago. Captains tonight for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Number 14, Andrew Brown. Number 3, Isaiah Early. Number 8, Zach Smith. And number 1, Braden Rhodes.
Captains tonight for the Donna North Chiefs. Number 4, Jaime Arcianaga. Number 6, Prince Johnson. Number 58, Rigo Regalado. And number 64, RJ Sanchez.
As we see the officials out there tonight, along with each captain, the coin, they're going to shake hands and get all the pleasantries out of the way now.
First time that Vets has worn their red jerseys this year. District ball game.
Yes.
15-5A Division I. Donna comes into this contest 0-3 and 0-1 in district. Vets 2-1 overall, 1-0 in district play. Fans are still filing in on the Vet side.
Coin has been tossed and on the ground. Back and forth. He has not signaled anything yet. He's going to have the Chiefs on the north end of the end zone. The Eagles are going to the south end. The Chiefs won and deferred. And it's a battle between the Chiefs and the Eagles tonight. And no, it's not an NFL game.
And it's not a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. Or 2 years ago Super Bowl, I should say.
Yes.
Chiefs and Eagles. believe this is the first game that I've ever called with a team nicknamed the Chiefs.
Same.
All these fun miscellaneous broadcast facts that we bring up.
I've got several doozies for you tomorrow night of our game tomorrow night for the Gregory Portland Wildcats and the Sinton Pirates. I've got 3 nuggets, or actually one good nugget. It involves 3 players on the Sinton roster that you'll be excited to find out about. I'm not going to give it away yet. You have to tune in tomorrow night.
That's going to be a fun one.
From Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium.
That game is being talked about heavily across the bridge.
Right.
All right, here we go, Doug. It's football time.
Yes, it is. And it looks like David Aguilar will do the honors of kicking off tonight. Back deep for the Eagles, number 3. That will be Isaiah Early. And who is that? Is that number 4, Charles Perry Jr.?
That is correct.
Awesome. Eagles get the ball, start the ball game off. And we're ready to roll here at Buck Stadium. How about that? And there's the kick, and it's short, end over end.
Gonna have to fall on it.
And he picked it up and run. Oh, they cannot advance it.
Did that go 10 yards?
I believe it did, and the Chiefs with a surprise onside kick.
Oh, my goodness. The Chiefs come out and say, you know what? We're going to take one out of our sleeves right now. Number 21.
There's a flag on the play. I believe the Chiefs are offside on the kickoff. I thought I saw a guy early, but I wasn't sure. I do see the flag now on the 39-yard line on the north end of the end zone. See if we can get the referee. Offside. 5-yard penalty, they're going to re-kick, so the Eagles get a break.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Donna because
they had it.
They had it clean. Adrian Portillo is the one who recovered the surprise pooch onside kick. And that's because Veterans Memorial, prior to the game and the pregame, they were working with their hands teams. They were practicing this exact scenario. Just didn't anticipate it with the opening kickoff. 5-yard penalty, though, so they're going to have to re-kick this. Let's see if Coach Bittner makes any adjustments on his kickoff return team. Looks like they got a lot of hands guys up there in the front. See a lot of numbers in the teens. Coach Juan Cuevas in his 5th season with Donna North tried to pull a fast one on Vets.
Yeah, they did. See our friends from our sister station, Hot Z95 down.
Yep, they're here.
DJ Chris.
Big Bell, John Bell the Kid.
Mahala and Tori are all down in the front right now.
Vets was their high school of the week.
Yes. Aguilar's kick. And this time it's a high end over end and back deep, fielded by Early. He's got a lane over here on the side. He's at the 30-yard line. Cuts out to the outside near the 40. Stutter step. Zukin inside Chiefs territory, down at the 48.
Yeah, that left side was just so wide open. Another flag, though. Down here on the near sideline, out about by the 35.
And that'll be offside again.
And I believe the side judge is signaling that its penalty will be declined. Vets offense hits the field.
Five-yard penalty added, first down Vets, so it'll take it from the 48 to about the 43.
Excellent field position to start the game.
Very short field.
Quarterback Noah Indris leading the Vets offense.
Is that Chalabois?
I believe so.
It is, with 3 receivers on the right side of the formation. First and 10 snap, quick throw out, and it's a behind his intended receiver of Early. And I think Indris' pass was a tad early.
Yeah, just a little bit behind him. They had the little screen, little flare route to the flat set up quite nicely. There were not a lot of Chiefs on that side of the field, on that side of the hash. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Clock stopped with 11:45 remaining in the opening quarter. Charlebois to the right with a handoff, with a cut. Charlebois up the middle. Charlebois all the way to 10-5. Touchdown Eagles.
42 yards to the house for Charlebois, and what a cut, Doug. You called it during the play. That cut that he made towards the middle of the field, the acceleration. Second play from scrimmage, and Vets has 6.
Indris to hold Carmona to try the extra point. 11:36 remaining here in the opening quarter. 9 seconds for the Eagles to score. The snap, the kick is up, and it's good. Eagles lead 7-0 back after this.
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your vibe. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming,
the collectively cool,
the creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Back here at Buck Stadium, Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa with you. The Eagles lead the Chiefs 7-0, 11:36 remaining in the opening quarter. Charlebois with a touchdown run from the 43-yard line, 43-yarder. And I believe basically untouched again.
Practically.
If someone got a hand, they didn't get much on him. Carmona the kick from the 40 on the left hash. 3 Chiefs back deep. It's a high end over end, and this will go into the end zone. 2 yards deep and roll out of the back for a touchback.
Donna's offense hits the field. Quarterback number 4, Jaime Arcienega, leading the way for the Chiefs. The Chiefs do average 17 points per game scored on offense. They were shut out last week against PSJA North, 58-0. The Chiefs have scored 34 total points this year. They've given up now they've given up 123 points for a minus 89-point differential.
And it's Noah Signs quarterbacking, starting a ball game off. Signs with a quick handoff and not a lot of room for his running back.
That was number 3 on the carry, Jaden Loya.
The fullback. Looks like they have a gain of 1 to the 26. Second down and 9 coming up.
They came out in that real tight.
Yes.
Looks like kind of like similar to a wing T formation. Now they got a couple of receivers split left.
And an old school power I. One to pass, rolling out, back to his left, going to throw, and it's caught and out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
That's a nice little play right there to Loya.
Last week, the Chiefs had 29 rushing yards, 0 passing. Already now, 3 yards passing in the ball game and a 1 yard rushing.
I was about to ask you, when's the last time you saw a traditional power I?
I haven't seen an old school power I in a while. GP runs one every now and then, but I have not seen much this year. Now it's a 2x2 base spread set with the tailback to the right of Signs. Snap into his gut, has to throw it out quickly, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like it was intended for his receiver. That's number 6 who had his hands on the ball for the Chiefs, Prince Johnson. The ball was swatted away out of his hands.
And it also looked like the Eagles kind of disrupted the play, getting in there, making Signs have to really adjust his throw. And I think the snap caught him off guard. It hit him in his gut in the midsection and unable to really do anything with it. Aguilar to punt. Back deep for the Eagles is Charles Perry. And a flag comes flying in at the line of scrimmage. Perry bounces it, loses it. The Chiefs are on it.
Oh, my goodness. Right here on the 35 of Veterans Memorial.
But there's a flag on the play on the sideline. I thought I see it.
From what I saw.
On the 30 here along the sideline.
Yeah, so what I saw, Doug, was maybe Vets might have jumped the snap. I'm not sure if they got back out of the neutral zone before the ball was snapped.
Offsides on Vets. Decline.
Wow. So a big turnover.
So the Chiefs take over 10:37 at the Eagles 35. 1st and 10. Offset eye. Quick handoff at the line of scrimmage and not a lot of doing it. He is smacked back hard. Ibarra on the carry after signs with a handoff. He runs to the side to get the coaches. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 35-yard line. The Eagles defensive line's doing a nice job, and the backers are getting up in there and really not allowing any gaps.
Yeah, that front can be menacing for this Vets defense. We've seen them a few times in action already. Those guys know how to plug up the run.
2nd down and 10. Since it's back in motion, that's Johnson. Flags come flying in, and I believe the Chiefs will be moving back 5 yards.
Yeah, those just a lot of movement,
right.
Doug. On the far side of the field, number 10, sophomore receiver Romeo Mendez got a step or two too early before the offense was ready to move.
And Arceniega, being the quarterback for the season, not in there now. You have the new one in Noah Signs. Maybe the cadence is a little different for everyone. Hands off to Johnson. He's in the backfield and dropped back for a loss back in midfield.
It's an excellent play by Lance Moya. My goodness. He shot back there like a rocket.
Yeah, he did.
They're
going to make it the 48, not midfield. They're going to put it back at the Eagles' 48-yard line, a loss of 8.
3rd and 23 upcoming for Donna North.
Two receivers split on the right side of the formation for Noah Signs. Takes a snap, back with the play action, sets up to throw, and it looked like it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Because either that or did not come out of his hand very well.
I want to say, Doug, that it just kind of came out of his hand awkwardly. I didn't really see any Eagles bat the ball down. It was a decent pass rush from Veterans Memorial, and it was a good play fake from the quarterback. They had some opportunity there. The ball fluttered, incomplete pass.
So 4th down for the Chiefs, and they'll punt again. Perry back deep as Aguilar takes a snap. Pressure's coming, able to get it away, and it's off of his foot and out of bounds at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Okay. So Eagles.
Veterans gets a break out of that off that fumble.
They really do, because that could have been an opportunity where your defense's backs are against the wall, backs against the red zone, and Donna could have capitalized right there.
So 1st and 10 Eagles from the 39 with 8:57 left in the opening quarter, leading 7-0 over the Donna North Chiefs.
So download and go with CCRTA's Go Pass mobile app.
Two receivers on the left side of the formation with tight end on the right. Snap. Indris hands off Chalabois. Chalabois dragging the defender with him and gets a decent gain on 1st down across the 40-yard line up to about the 43.
Sergio Caldera on the tackle for the Chiefs.
2nd down coming up.
No pass attempt so far for Veterans Memorial.
2nd and 6. Yeah, there has been a pass attempt. He missed on the first series.
My apologies. 1 pass attempt.
Trips on the left side. Indris with a snap. Wants to throw. This time, much better throw. Hits his receiver, and there's a big running lane. Big first down and out of bounds inside Chiefs territory down to the 38-yard line. Completed to Derek Gray Jr.
19 yards. Little swing pass out of the backfield. And Vets just kind of methodically taking their time.
Well, the officials are taking a long time to spot the ball. Now they spot it at the 43-yard line and at first down. Play clock is down to 25. Charlebois, the tailback, with a unique stack in tight. Under center, Indris hands off Charlebois. Racing to the outside. Charlebois had to try to rip the ball out of his hands. He picks up the first down inside the 30-yard line and then slung down out of bounds. Back-to-back first downs for the Eagles.
15 yards right there for Charlebois. And just had a lot of room on that right side, Doug. They're running off of right tackle. And it's being quite effective. That's Dylan Durbin, the right tackle. Big number 64 leading the way out there, as well as right guard Matt Alanis. They're opening things up on that right side and making things very easy for Charlebois.
Now a 2-by-2 set. Charlebois to the left of Indris. Snap. Indris wanting to throw down. Straight go route over his head. Intended for Derek Gray. A little too much mustard on that one from Indris.
He had 2 receivers streaking towards the end zone. It was Gray and it was number 1, Braden Rhodes.
And I believe they both had at least 2 steps on their defenders, so he could have picked. He had an option to go inside or outside.
Indris might have been shocked at how wide open his guys were and said, "Whoa, I got 2 options here." You know, Coach Bittner and his offensive staff has to have seen that, and got a feeling they might go back to that one here.
Gray's the receiver on the right side of the formation. Rhodes and Early are the receivers on the left. There's a snap, hands off Charlebois. No, Indris keeps. Now throws it out quickly, hits Rhodes. Rhodes with a cut. Rhodes down the sideline. 5, touchdown, Eagles.
It's a beautiful play fake right there. Everybody bit towards Charlebois towards the right side. Indris pulls the ball out. Looks like he's going to run himself. Hits a wide open Rhodes. Beautiful play call and great execution by the Eagles.
Carmona to try the extra point and Indris to hold. Seconds on the play clock. The snap. And the kick is good. Eagles lead 14-0. Back right after this.
This is Kelby at Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Our supplements are science-based, high-quality products that will help you transform your life. See our products at moore'spharmacy.com today.
Before Uratech, the doors won't close, cabinets stay open, and walls crack. After Uratech, that's all just a memory. The pros at Uratech provide rock-solid foundation repair. They repair bulkheads and swimming pool decking the right way, the first time. The cutting-edge Uratech method seals joints and levels and stabilizes concrete. Visit CompleteFoundationRepairs.com today or call 361-885-7901. Uratech, keeping your world level. Financing available.
We're back here at Buck Stadium. Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa. Eagles lead 14-0. Carmona's kick high, end over end, and 9 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. He got his leg into that one.
Absolutely booted that kickoff right there. And, you know, Veterans Memorial up 14-0 here early. 7:54 left in the first quarter. Charlebois with a 43-yard touchdown run. Took 2 plays for Vets in their first possession. Second possession, Braden Rhodes, 28-yard touchdown pass from Noah Indris. Offense is rolling, Doug.
So far, so good for the Eagles tonight.
All right, Donna.
As signs under center for the Chiefs. And movement again, and 3 flags come flying in, and that's another 5 yards accounted to the Chiefs. 3 penalties tonight for the Chiefs for 15 yards, just 1 on the Eagles for 5.
Yeah, one of those penalties cost them an onside kick recovery. You know, it's been a sloppy so far performance by Donna North.
Signs up under center. 2 receivers on the right side with 2 backs. Hands off to the fullback, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back.
Oh, man.
Believe they'll give him officially no gains. They'll mark it back at the 25 for 2nd down and 10.
That was Frank Rodriguez, sophomore defensive end, who absolutely pummeled the fullback. -7 yards rushing for Donna North on 4 carries.
They're breaking the huddle. 5 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to have to call timeout, and they do. With 1 second to spare, they call their first timeout of the half. That gives us an opportunity to say thank you to our sponsors tonight. We appreciate your support all season long, and that's our friends over at South Texas Bone and Joint, 5917 Crosstown Expressway, Eurotech Foundation Repair. Check them out online, CompleteFoundationRepairs.com. Neil's Urban Oven, 6534 Yorktown. Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, 5945 McArdle. And our friends over at the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. Visit CorpusChristi.com. First quarter sponsor on our scoreboard tonight is our friends over at G-Tech Communications.
And we appreciate all of our fine sponsors out there. Thank you all for supporting the Game of the Week here on MICSportsNetwork.com. 7:04 left in the first quarter, 14-0. Vets is up. Donna North just trying to get their bearings together. It's been a calamity of errors. They've had some bright spots. They've recovered a punt return, fumble. They almost had an onside kick recovery if it wasn't for a penalty. But there's just been these little procedural penalties that have pushed them further and further behind the chains.
And they took a little bit of time on that last play to get the play call in. They're one of the old school run over to the coach, get the call, come back. Trips on the left side of the formation, single receiver right with a single back. 4 signs. 3-step drop, throws it out. It's caught up the field. And 2 Eagles bring them down about the 29-yard line to get some of that penalty yardage back.
It's a nice pass reception from Mark Ibarra. Senior running back waiting for that screen pass, and a good pass right there from Noah Signs, who had some pressure in his face.
3rd down and long for the Chiefs at their 29-yard line. Single receiver out to no. Check that. Trips on the left side of the formation. Signs rolling out to his left, looking. Looks like he wants to run a little bit. Defense is coming up. They get him down at about the 30-yard line.
Number 8 on the stop, Zachary Smith, who was in pursuit. They're going to give him a couple yards here, Doug.
Yeah, you're going to mark him at the 30. They get him a gain of 1. That brings up 4th down and 5. And Charles
Harry's back there to receive the punt, but it looks like they're going to line it up. Nope, it's going to be a punt formation.
And I believe it's number 10, Mendez, to punt this time. There's the snap. Pressure's coming, and I don't know how he got that away. It's kind of almost like a pass to Perry. Perry's got a nice return at midfield and then brought down inside Chiefs territory about the 48.
There's a penalty, Doug. They ran right into Mendez after he kicked the ball away.
And that's going to give the Chiefs another opportunity in the ball back.
That's number 6, I believe they're going to get on the penalty, Joe Martinez, who made contact with the punter, Mendez.
Running into the kicker. And it's going to give the Chiefs a 1st down by penalty. It should move it to the 35-yard line, and it does.
You know, you get the stop on defense, and then you give them a first down off a penalty like that. Coach Bittner and the staff can't be too pleased.
Well, yes and no.
I mean, you got to be aggressive.
Your special teams guys are getting out there. You're that close to blocking it. I don't know how they didn't block. If they got a hand on it, that's not called. Now an offset eye. Signs back, hands off, and at the line of scrimmage, and not a lot of yardage. No gain. Second down and 10 coming up at the 35. I don't know who was on the carry.
That was number 9, Ibarra.
Okay.
Mark Ibarra once again. So far, 3 carries for Ibarra. He's been the leading ball carrier for Donna North.
Second down and 10 for the Chiefs. Clock running with 4:57 remaining before the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, it is fascinating to see a player run in from the sidelines and actually give the play call.
Old school. Love it. Now, Mendez, who punted the last opportunity, feels a little bit better now, and he's a single receiver split out on the right side. Trying to set a block and coming up and making the hit. I believe behind the line of scrimmage was the Chris Vasquez coming up the safety.
That was just some excellent pursuit from Vasquez.
He had about a 9-yard downhill run to go get that play and able to make a 1-yard loss in the backfield back to the 34.
It's like Vasquez saw red and just attacked. It's a great play from that young man.
Third down and 11 coming up for the Chiefs. Clock continues to run. 4 minutes to go before the end of the first quarter. Johnson splitting out to the left along with Mendez out on the right side of the formation for the Chiefs, and the play clock went down again, and they called timeout.
It's the second time they've had to call a timeout due to the play clock almost running all the way down on Donna North. 3:51 left in the first quarter. 14-0 Vets over Donna North. Here at Buck Stadium, MICSportsNetwork.com, and of course on our radio home, News Talk KEYS, 1440 AM and 98.7 FM. Feels good to be here. Excellent night for football. As we enter, are we in the fall officially? Are we officially in fall?
I believe like another couple of days.
Right, well, we're almost there, right? It's almost fall.
We're knocking on the door.
The leaves will be turning soon, and we'll be entering October. It's just one of the best times of the year.
Our leaves don't change color.
Well,
they just fall off.
I'm painting the picture, Doug.
I know. We're not up north, though.
They just fall.
Third and 11 for the Chiefs. There's a snap. Signs wanting to throw, and that is not a very pretty pass. I don't believe he's got his hand on it where he needs to.
Just sailed right over his intended receiver, and lucky that ball wasn't a lateral, because that ball would have been in play, and there was a couple of Eagles standing around.
Arciniega, the senior quarterback, not playing tonight, and just going to go ahead and speculate, possibly injured in last week's ball game.
Hey, that could be a possibility.
And Signs, a sophomore quarterback. Mendez back to try the punt again. Perry back deep for the Eagles. There's a snap. And this kick is high. Spiral. Perry catches it at about the 35 and then steps out of bounds.
First 3 possessions for the Donna offense. Punt, punt, punt. Here comes Vets Memorial for their 3rd possession of the ball game.
Starting from their 42.
So far, Noah Indris, 2 of 4 passing, 47 yards. Braden Rhodes with a 28-yard touchdown reception, and Derek Gray with a 19-yard reception. Andrew Charlebois, 3 carries, 60 yards. He does have a 42-yard touchdown run.
Clock run at 3:37 left in the opening quarter. Indris under center, hands off Charlebois with a cut. Charlebois slips through one arm tackle, gets down inside the 50, and they're going to mark him. I believe they're spotting the ball at the 44-yard line. And they are.
14 yards right there for Charlevoix.
There was a huge hole right in the A gap. Charlevoix able to take off downhill running.
Yeah, and it looks like he wasn't, I mean, don't get me wrong, the acceleration of Charlevoix is there, but he looked like he was just gliding through that defense. Almost a patient-like run.
Hot knife through butter. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line of the Chiefs. Snap to Indris. Hands off Charlevoix. Big hole up the middle. Charlevoix tripped up at the end, inside the 30, and I believe Forward Progress was able to kind of stumble a step or two and get down to the 22-yard line and another first down.
22 yards for Charlevoix. He's knocking on the door of 100. He has 96 yards rushing on 5 carries. And Doug, he could have probably had a touchdown right there if he wasn't tripped up, because it looked like nobody from Donna North wants to get in front of Andrew Charlevoix.
And he's not one of the biggest running backs we've ever seen. He's got good size, don't get me wrong. Indris with the snap, hands off Charlevoix. Able to get forward for a couple of yards. Might be knocking on that door of the century mark already.
That does put him right over the century mark, that 5-yard carry. 101 rushing yards on 6 carries.
Down to the 17-yard line.
In the first quarter.
2nd down and 5 coming up for the Eagles. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Eagles leading 14-0 over the Chiefs out of Donna. Trips on the right side of the formation. Early, this receiver split on the left side. Indris takes a step back now. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. 1 to throw, looking to the right. He's got his man, Gray. Gray trying to circle back around, has enough yardage for a first down, and I believe it'll be 1st and goal from the 9.
8 yards right there. Beautiful route. I loved how Gray just kind of found a soft opening, sat on his route. Indris located him and fired a bullet.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Probably one of the best throws we've seen out of Indris tonight. It had nice mustard and velocity on it.
And we've seen him. I mean, this is our
He's
third.
got a good arm.
Yeah, this is our 3rd Vets game that we've broadcasted in the young season, and we've just seen steady improvement.
Indris with the snap. Pressure's coming. Throws out quickly. Has Gray. Gray trying to make a cut. Inside of the 5. Goal line. Touchdown, Eagles.
He had to fight for that one. Beautiful right there from Gray, and the pass from Indris. Another Eagles touchdown. Gray really had to work on that screen-like play. Broke through a couple of tackles and fought through a tackle to cross the goal line.
Carmona to try the extra point with Indris to hold. Waiting on the snap. Good snap. Hold, kick. High through the middle. 21-0. Eagles back after this.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
It's game time at Sames Ford, and that means you score big when you shop Sames and save. Check out this season's lineup, all new F-150s and Broncos, Rangers, and Mavericks. The front line is stacked with Explorers, Escapes, and the 7-seater Expedition. It's time to score big at Sames Ford with game time deals and big league discounts. We are Sames Ford, treating Texans right since 1910. Shop local, shop Sames.
Back here at Buck Stadium, 21-0. Eagles on top of the Chiefs. Minute left remaining in the opening quarter. Carmona's kick. High, end over end, and deep. Again, 8 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback.
1:03 left in the first quarter, and Vets so far is steamrolling right over the Donna North Chiefs, 21-0. First 3 possessions for Vets, all touchdowns. latest one being from Derek Gray, 9-yard touchdown pass from Noah Indris. Gray had a couple of great receptions on that drive, a couple of 9-yard catches, and the one that led into the end zone. 4th possession for Donna.
Two receivers on the right side, offset I with a pitch out, a cut, and a loss on the play.
Gonna be a loss of a few.
It was Prince Johnson on the pitch. He tried to cut back inside, saw the Eagles defense closing in, cutting off the outside lane.
He held that ball kind of wide, Doug. That ball got away from his body. A loaf of bread, as they say. Got to be careful when you're carrying the ball like that around this Eagle defense.
2nd down and 12 for the Chiefs. Johnson and Mendez, the receiver, split out on the left side of the formation. Signs under center. Takes it, hands off to Ibarra. And looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe a couple. So Ibarra.
They're going to mark him at the 24, so you got a gain of 1 out of that. 3rd down and 11 for the Chiefs. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Eagles 21-0.
And that is the end of the first quarter of play.
Yeah, it's been all vets. Dominating performance so far. They've been unrelenting on defense, and offensively they're just kind of turning the gears, and handoffs to Charlebois, a couple of short passes here and there. They haven't really gone deep all night, but why the need for going deep when you're picking up 10, 12, 13 yards on a carry and hitting the Chiefs defense with about 7 to 8 yards per reception? It's just been a night where everything has worked so far offensively for Vets Memorial.
And Sames Ford, our scoreboard sponsor for the second quarter. Thank you guys so much. Shop Sames and save.
Charlebois in the first quarter, 6 carries, 101 yards, and a 42-yard touchdown run for the Eagles.
3rd down and 11 as the Chiefs flip ends, now heading north. Ibarra moving. Signs going to roll out to his left. Lost the ball, picks it back up, and is down out of bounds, or they're going to keep the clock running at the 20-yard line.
Loss of 4.
It's a 4th down and 14.
Looks like Signs is cramping right here on the near sideline, so there's going to be a little bit of a break in play. 11:47 here in the second quarter.
Gives us an opportunity to say thank you to our sponsors tonight. We appreciate their support all season long. It's our friends at South Texas Bone and Joint, Eurotech Foundation Repair, the Neil's Urban Oven, Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, and the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Sinton at GP. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. A TSN postgame and scoreboard show tomorrow night, 10 and 10:30 respectively. Saturday, the Longhorns on News Talk KEYS, Louisiana Monroe at number 1 Texas.
Indeed.
6 p.m. and 7 p.m. 6 p pregame, 7 p kickoff. Sunday, the Sports Rush 9 to 11, followed by the Ravens and the Cowboys 2:30 and 3:25. Next week, game of the week will take us to Kingsville. We have the Moody Trojans and the Brahmas from Javelina Stadium next week.
That should be a good game. Also, I got a score update from the Moody and Robstown game that has taken place
at Cabinets, correct?
At Cab.
Okay.
First quarter, Moody 21, Robstown nothing.
Wow.
A lot of people have. I mean, before the season started, Moody was projected as a 4th place team in that 5A D2 district. They're looking like they could be better than 4th place, as they've looked mighty impressive here in the non-district.
And congratulations to Adrian Luna, our current Student Athlete of the Week.
That was so cool how he had his offensive line with him. How did that come about? Did he say, I'm going to take a picture with my line?
With Coach Cantu, is like, hey, because Coach Cantu's really been working with the offensive line very well, and they wanted to make sure that because they don't get a lot of love. the offensive line.
And you know what? I try to do my best to give love to the line during the game, but you're right. The line,
unless they do something wrong.
Yeah, sometimes they're overlooked. They're kind of like the referees of the football team, right? You only call their name when it's a holding or it's an offsides penalty.
So if you're watching along right now and you see on MICSportsNetwork.com Student Athlete of the Week, you can nominate them at our website, MICSportsNetwork.com. It's sponsored by Sames Ford and G-Tech Communications. Thank you so much. Sign's able to walk off on the field on his own under his own power.
Well, let's see what's going to happen here and who's going to take over at the quarterback spot for North.
You have another one, number 44, Brandon Trevino on the roster, another sophomore listed as another quarterback.
Well, let's see who they trot out there.
And they're putting in number 1, Matt Rodriguez. Oh, it's punt unit, sorry.
Yeah, punting unit is on, so we'll have to find out what's happening with their quarterback situation here in a moment.
Mendez was able to get the punt away, and he's got a great leg. Look at that. With a high bounce, and it died. Like you were trying to get a shot on a golf course with the backspin to keep it on the green. The Eagles will start from their own territory at their 49. 11:27 remaining before halftime.
Doing some quick math in between that series, I mentioned Charlotte by 101 yards on 6 carries. He's averaging about 17 yards per rush.
And I think he's getting about 8 yards down the field before he's touched a couple of times. Trips on the left side now for the Eagles on 1st and 10 from the 49. Indris, handoff Charlebois. Big Charlebois slipped, and that looked awkward. He's across the midfield mark into Chief territory, and I look there, give him the 48-yard lines where they're going to spot it. So it's a gain of 3.
We've already seen that a couple of times where he's slipped and lost his footing.
Trips on the left again. Quick throw now. Rhodes has blockers. Rhodes has a big lane and a first down. They're giving him inside the 35 and spotting him at the 33-yard line.
15 yards for Braden Rhodes.
And a first down.
Those little swing passes they're open all night. They have guys in space, not enough Chiefs to defend that on the outsides of the hashes. Vets could call that all night long and pick up how many yards they want on that play.
2-by-2 set. Charlebois to the left of Indris. 1st and 10. Indris wanting to throw, waiting. Now going deep. He's got Rhodes all alone, and he catches it out of bounds. His momentum carried him up. His left foot right in the middle of the sideline mark.
Man, that would have been a walk-in touchdown. There was not a Chief within 15 yards of Braden Rhodes. Ball just maybe might have carried his momentum a little bit out of bounds. Might have wanted to be led a little bit further down the field with the ball.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 to stop the clock with 10:25 to go before halftime. 2 receivers left, 1 split out on the right. 2 on the right, sorry. There's handoff Charlebois. And he's just plugging away. And down at the 30-yard line behind the left side of the line. It looks like they're giving him the 29-yard line. Actually, no, back at the 30th, gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles.
And something you got to be questioning what's happening with Charlebois. He only has his last 3 rushes, gains of 5, 3, and 3.
This is a first 3rd down for the Eagles tonight. And it's 3rd and 7 with trips on the right side of the formation. Single receiver split on the left is Isaiah Early. There's the snap. Indris rolling to his right. Going to throw. He's got a wide open Brown. Unable to hang on to that one. Brings up 4th down for the Eagles.
Yeah, 4th down upcoming. 9:36 left in the second quarter.
Brown split on the right side along with Rhodes and Perry. Early is the receiver split on the left side. Charlebois to the left of Indris. There's a snap. Fakes, looking, wants to throw. He's got it. In and out of the hands. Eagles turn the ball over on downs.
Ball goes over on downs. First and 10.
9:30 left, 21-0. Vets still on top. Chiefs offense will get back onto the field. MICSportsNetwork.com, News Talk KEYS. James Espinosa and Doug Keston with you live from Buck Stadium, MIC Sports Network. Game of the week. We appreciate y'all being with us.
The video board here at Cabinets Field has some good brightness to it tonight. There's a couple times it's kind of blinding here in the booth a little bit off the glass. First and 10 now as Signs is back in. Cramp issues resolved. There's a handoff to Ibarra. He bounces to the outside after hitting the line of scrimmage and gets back to the line. Maybe has they are giving him a 1-yard gain to the 31.
Yeah, Joe Martinez came up from that safety spot. That defensive back spot, made the tackle.
Second down and 9 for the Chiefs. Clock running, 9 minutes to go before halftime as they break the huddle with 17 seconds left on the play clock. Johnson, the receiver, split out on the left with 2 receivers split on the right side for the Chiefs. There's a snap. Hands off Ibarra again. And the Eagles were waiting on it that time.
Moya was on the initial hit. You also had number 45, Luis Torres, wrapping up the ball carrier.
They drove him back, but the forward progress spots the ball at the 32. It brings up 3rd down and 8. Clock continuing to run. 8:23 to go before halftime. Signs gets the play call from the sideline. Play clock down to 10. Johnson, receiver, splitting out to the left. 2 receivers out on the right side of the formation for the Chiefs. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. Signs is going to roll out, looking, steps upfield, was able to slip out of a tackle and get out of bounds and stop the clock for a moment and pick up about a gain of 2 or 3.
It's a nice little scramble from Signs.
And they're going to get the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 1. He was able to get a forward or a positive gain out of that. Brings up 4th down and 7 for the Chiefs, and Mendez back to punt. He has had some phenomenal punts tonight. He gets a nice spiral off of that. Snap. And there's his kick. High. Back deep. Perry with a move. With another move. Perry got a big lane at the 40-yard line in Chiefs territory. Slips a defender at the 10. Touchdown, Perry.
Charles Perry Jr. And Doug, that was fantastic. What a move by Perry to turn it upfield. And then right here in front of us at about the 35, just slipped right through those 2 defenders. Excellent play by Charles Perry Jr.
Carmona to come in to try the extra point. Indris will hold. I didn't see where he caught the ball at on that punt return. Probably a 60-yarder, if I'm believing.
About roughly 60.
27. There's a snap. And the kick is up through the uprights. 28-0 Eagles. 7:35 to go before halftime. Stay with us.
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your vibe. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming.
The collectively cool.
The creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Back here at Buck Stadium, Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa with you.
Kicking off for the Eagles.
Carmona to kick off on the right hash for the 40. 3 Chiefs back deep, including Matt Rodriguez, Prince Johnson, and I cannot see the one on the far side. He's pulled his jersey up and his numbers are all crunched together.
Yeah, there's no way to tell what his jersey number is, Doug.
Carmona's kick is high, end over end, and bounces right at the goal line and through the end zone for a touchback.
His jersey, he's number 21.
Okay.
So that
Adrian
would be,
Portillo.
Yes, but the front side of his jersey was pulled up about 3/4 of the way. 28-0, Vets up over Donna North. 7:35 left to go till halftime. The latest touchdown from Vets, a estimated 60-yard punt return from Charles Perry Jr. puts Vets up 28-0. Some good blocking on that punt return as well, and Perry Jr. made a couple of excellent moves to split some defenders.
First and 10 Chiefs. Johnson in motion, and he would get the handoff. Nice gain on first down. It's about the 28-yard line, and then 3 Eagles come and close in quickly. Had a nice little lane to run and was able to maneuver through the defense.
Yeah, that's about what was that?
Well, they're marking him for a 2-yard gain.
It looked more like a 3-yard gain, but
yes,
okay.
I thought so too.
That 2-yard gain by Johnson ties him with Ibarra for the longest run tonight for Donna North. Eagles jumped offside. Unabated to the quarterback, and there, oh my goodness.
And they'll throw a flag on that.
Yeah, and there's some pushing and shoving, of course. There was a lot that happened after the play. Signs was taken down.
And I just look back as a 65-yard touchdown, punt return for a touchdown for Perry.
Okay, let me adjust that stats right there. It was number 45 for the Eagles, Luis Torres, who jumped. I'm not sure if you heard the whistles or not, but he was unabated to the quarterback,
right,
and he still made the tackle. And now the Zebras, head referee John Corona and company, they're talking things over with head coach Juan Cuevas of Donna North. Thankfully, they were able to get that situation under control because that could have escalated with emotions running high. They marking the ball backwards?
They marked the penalty off, and then they're going to go the other way. Offside on the Eagles.
Oh, wow. Dead ball against Donna North.
A 15-yarder. So they marked it off the 5 and then marked off the 15.
So Torres did not get called for a late hit, unsportsmanlike conduct. It was a dead ball against Donna North.
Well, if it was offside and you let the play go and you didn't blow the whistle, everybody stopped because of the flags. And we are KEYS Corpus Christi. You're listening to the MICSportsNetwork.com Game of the Week. Veterans Memorial Eagles and the Donna North Chiefs.
They do have a pretty sweet logo.
Yeah, they do. It's kind of cool looking. 2 receivers on the right side for the Chiefs. Snap. Signs with a handoff. There's a big hole for Ibarra. He's on the run. Got a lot of that penalty yardage back, and he gets up to about the 29-yard line.
12 yards for Mark Ibarra. Easily the biggest gain of the night for Donna North.
It brings up a 3rd down and a manageable 6. Long 6.
Yeah, that's closer to 7, but yeah, long 6 right here.
The nose of the ball is at the 29. They need to get to the 35-yard line for a first down, so. Two receivers on the right side for the Chiefs. Play clock down to 6. Signs, hands off Ibarra. There's a hole for a moment, and it closed up quickly, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to give him the 30. A 1-yard gain out of that brings up 4th down and 5 coming up for the Chiefs.
And there's just nothing there. Besides that 12-yard run by Ibarra, absolutely nothing on the ground for the Chiefs. With all of the negative yardage they've had piled up against them, they are at 6 total rushing yards combined on 16 carries.
Perry is back at his 41-yard line. Returned the last punt, 65 yards for a touchdown. Mendez back. It's a low snap. He picks it up, and he lets it get away, and it's a nice punt this time. And it takes a sidewise roll back up to the 41-yard line of the Eagles, and that's where it'll be down, and the Eagles will take over.
So 5th possession coming up for Veterans Memorial, and besides that last possession where they had a turnover on downs, every single one of them has been a touchdown. 28-0, Vets up, 4:51 left to go till halftime. We got both bands warming up in the beyond the end zones on each side here at Buck Stadium. It's getting closer to contest season, Doug, so these bands are ramping up. October is typically when the bands go to contest here around the state of Texas.
Trips on the left side of the formation for the Eagles, 1st and 10 from their 41 on the right hash. Indris with the snap, hands off Chalebois. And he's met in the backfield. One of his linemen was kind of tripped up, and the Chiefs come in and close up the gap. That's a loss on the play for the Eagles back to the 39, a loss of 2.
First negative play rushing for the Eagles tonight.
Clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes left before halftime here at Buck Stadium. Chalebois back deep. Indris under center. Takes a snap. Looked like he was going to lose it. Chalebois taking off to the left side. Down to the sideline. Chalebois. Flags come flying in. He's able to stay on his feet all the way to the 20-yard line, but there's 2 flags. One at midfield, one at about the 43-yard line on the far side.
Yeah, the receivers were out there blocking downfield. You had Gray. You had Perry Jr. I think this one's going to go against Gray. Looked like he got his hands on the outside of his defender.
You got it, James. You nailed it.
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day.
No. You had the number right correctly.
No, yeah.
With Gray. No, you had it.
No, I know. I'm saying, hey, I get them right sometimes. But no, I saw it from here, and it was Gray had the seal on the outside. He just got a little bit too wide with his hands.
Brings up 2nd down and 18 for the Eagles. Trips on the left side of the formation. Play clock down to 13 seconds. Snap to Indris, hands off Chalebois. Blitz coming in, and they get him in the backfield and drop him at the 30.
That was a great play. Number 99, Ray Ortega, sophomore defensive tackle, the big man, making a stop.
The Chiefs have found something defensively that seems to be working for them pretty well.
3:35 to go till halftime.
Clock continues to run. We will take a 60-second break, Aiden, at halftime. 2 receivers on each side, a base 2x2 set, 3rd and long. Passing down coming up for the Eagles is Indris with Chalebois to his right. Snap, looks, wants to throw, and he's got it. He's got Rhodes, stutter step along the sideline up to the 45-yard line, has all that penalty yardage and loss back. That makes a 4th down and manageable coming up for the Eagles. But I believe the punt unit is coming in.
It's a nice catch right there, out route to Rhodes. Rhodes, 3 receptions for 57 yards and a touchdown. He's had himself a pretty good ball game.
Carmona back to punt. Back deep to receive the punt for the Chiefs with number 6, Prince Johnson.
According to my drive chart, this is the first punt for Vets Memorial.
You're right. The last time that they had a 4th down, they turned the ball over on downs. Snap to Carmona was a little low, but he picks it up, and it's a sidewinder. Bounces at the 28-yard line and out of bounds. And the official's probably going to give him the 27. Now he's going to go to the 28 where he saw it.
Okay. Nice spot right there for Donna North. 28-0 Vets Memorial up on Donna North. 2:56 left to go till halftime. James Espinosa, Doug Kesterson hanging with you tonight. MICSportsNetwork.com and on our radio home, News Talk KEYS, 1440 AM, 98.7 FM.
The Chiefs will have 2 minutes and 56 seconds to try to get a drive going. See if they can put some points on the board before halftime. Mendez, the receiver, split out to the left with an offset I formation. Signs sends Johnson in motion, and the left tackle trying to get ready to pull. Left a tad early.
Yeah. 58, Rigo Regalado. Senior offensive lineman for Donna North.
And again, it could be the change from Arciniega now to Signs. The cadence could be different. The timing is probably a little bit different from what they had. You know, James? You know, you go from one quarterback to the next, you're expecting a certain thing, and you get a rhythm that way offensively throughout the year, and it's just...
Now, that's very plausible. I mean, rhythm, timing, it's all part of running an effective offense.
1st and 15. Same formation for the Chiefs. Johnson's in motion. He wanted to hold for a snap and it brought down back for a sack.
That is Torres. Luis Torres, the junior, once again, number 45, making a play.
And I think the Chiefs thought the Eagles jumped off sides, so they kind of all stood up and really didn't act like they were going to run the play for a moment. And
yeah, it looked like they were.
Signs realized, I better run.
Signs just stood there with his back facing the Eagle defense. He was expecting a penalty to be called.
Second down and 22 for the Chiefs. Johnson split out to the left this time. Timeout, 3rd and final timeout of the first half for the Chiefs. With 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. How do you, as we get a little side note, how do you like the 2 minute, 2 minute timeout in college football?
Yeah. 2 minute timeout.
Not a warning, a timeout.
The NCAA is very stringent on it being called a timeout. I mean, I like it. I honestly do like it. I haven't really noticed. I mean, I've noticed it, but it hasn't affected my viewing. I like it. I think it's
I don't
cool.
mean it like that, but it's just a little different, you know?
Yeah, it's a little bit different, a little bit more strategic around the 2 minute timeout.
And usually the UIL, well, they do follow the NCAA rules. It has not been implemented in high school yet. However, if I think it works very well, I would believe that they would consider implementing it into the high school game here, especially in Texas.
Could be coming soon. We'll have to talk
because that would be an extra timeout the Chiefs could get. You know, you run a play, it would be another 2 minute timeout under the 2 minute mark.
And that's the strategy aspect of that 2 minute warning, 2 minute timeout.
Signs with a snap, hands off I believe that was Ibarra.
Gain of 1.
All right, so they're going to give him the 17.
Are they going to give him 2? Okay.
Makes it 3rd down and 20.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but high school, they do not have the ability to use the headsets and the helmets yet, right?
Correct.
It's not happening.
They can do the instant replay on the sideline.
Okay. Like they can look at like actual instant replay.
Yes, they can go to the iPad. That's one of the new cameras that they have set up where they can look at it and they're able to use that.
Interesting.
3rd down and 20 to go for the Chiefs. There's the snap to Signs. Hands off Ibarra. Big hole up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. And it looks like they got the 31.
Yeah, about 13 yards right there on the carry from Ibarra. And
Eagles call a timeout.
You know, when there is a hole there, and Ibarra has showed a little bit of burst.
And that's not a little. That's a good burst. He's able to run through. He finds daylight. He gets inside that hole on the left side on the B gap. Is able to cut out and get to the outside and get away from those defenders. It makes up a 4th down and makeable 8 for the Chiefs.
Back to the college rules. First year this year in college as well, Doug, where they're able to talk to the player in their helmets.
Yes.
So that's why I asked if high school here in Texas.
To my knowledge, no, it's not allowed in it this season.
And yeah,
because
it'd be really hard to implement.
Yes.
Not a lot of schools will have that technology.
Correct, and that was what I was going to get to on my point is some schools won't have a budget to be able to afford that.
Maybe they roll it out in 6A first and
6A and 5As,
see how
and
it
then
goes.
work your way 4 and 3A.
Yeah.
There's a snap to Mendez. Oh, what a good punt.
He really does.
Perry catches it at the 32, makes a juke at the 40, 45, 50, breaks a tackle at the 50, down inside the 44-yard line.
And as I was saying, he really does put a nice spin on that punt. Mendez from Donna North, 58 seconds left to go till halftime after another great punt return by Perry Jr. Eagles will take over on the Chiefs' side of the 50. Ball officially marked at the 44.
58 seconds. Trips on the left side of the formation for the Eagles. Chalabois to the right of Indris. There's a snap. Rolling out, wants to throw. He's got Perry with a big running room. Perry with a cut. Perry to the 20. Perry to the 10. Grabs a jersey. Got him down at the 1.
Almost had it for a touchdown. Perry has been moving out there.
Appears to be the fastest guy on the field right now.
That was his first reception. Surprisingly, his first reception.
And now looks like a strong package formation in. Handoff. Chalabois up the middle. Over the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles.
1 yard. Some big push from your big guys up front, and Chalabois waltzes in.
He could have waltzed in on a traditional waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He's got a lot of, he's strong. Watching him run. Indris to hold. And Carmona's extra point is up and through the uprights. 35-0. We're going to hang right here with 26 seconds left before halftime.
Vets Memorial, 4 touchdowns on 6 possessions, 6 offensive possessions. They did have a special teams touchdown. 5 touchdowns, 35-0 for Vets.
Well, they've had to turn the ball over on downs, and they've had a punt. So that's how many possessions now, offensive possessions?
They've had 6 offensive possessions. Turnover on downs and a punt, and 4 touchdowns for the offense of Vets tonight. Special teams touchdown as well, as I mentioned.
So 4 of 6.
4 of 6 on the offense.
You know, and to the game on Sunday, this past Sunday with the New Orleans Saints, they went 9 for 9 on their first offensive possessions against Carolina, and then wound up going 15 of 15.
Yes, and they scored 6 touchdowns on their first 6 possessions against the Cowboys.
New Orleans can be really good sometimes, and New Orleans can be really bad sometimes.
Yeah.
That looks like a really good New Orleans team.
I mean, right now, they look like they're a contender, at least for that NFC South.
When your offense is, you go 15 of 15 to start the season off on offensive possessions with scores, that's pretty good. That's really good.
You want some more tantalizing sports talk like that? Tune into the Sunday Sports Rush. 9 a.m. on News Talk KEYS. Sundays at 9 a.m.
And there's the kick. And fielded back about the 3-yard line. Prince Johnson all the way up to the 34-yard line.
Prince Johnson will be returned. Tackle by the number 10, Brody.
20 seconds left.
Paul Walker plays the Chiefs 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
Chiefs in the huddle. 19 seconds officially till the half. Always love seeing the student section of Veterans Memorial. They are out in force once again.
And the Chiefs will take a knee, and that will end out the half. As the clock continues on, 15 seconds left before we get to halftime. Down to 10. We'll take a 60-second break. Come back. We're expecting halftime guests to come up. We're expecting Billy White and the assistant basketball coach for the Eagles girls basketball. Not there. It is official halftime. Let's go ahead and step aside, and we'll be back here in 60 seconds. Stay with us. A lot more coming up from Buck Stadium.
This is Kelby at Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Our supplements are science-based, high-quality products that will help you transform your life. See our products at moore'spharmacy.com today.
Before Eurotech, the doors won't close, cabinets stay open, and walls crack. After Eurotech, that's all just a memory. The pros at Eurotech provide rock-solid foundation repair. They repair bulkheads and swimming pool decking the right way, the first time. The cutting-edge Eurotech method seals joints and levels and stabilizes concrete. Visit CompleteFoundationRepairs.com today or call 361-885-7901. Eurotech, keeping your world level. Financing available.
Back here at Buck Stadium, Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa with you. Halftime between Veterans Memorial and the Donna North Chiefs. It's 35-0. Vets on top, James.
Yeah, Vets on top, and just a performance that has been dominating. It has been all Vets. I mean, they haven't allowed any touchdowns, and you look at what they've done offensively so far. Vets, looking at the drive chart, 6 offensive possessions, 4 total touchdowns. They do have a special teams touchdown as well. Charles Perry Jr., 65-yard punt return. Charlie Bois, I'm looking at the stats real quick, 2 touchdowns. Derek Gray with the touchdown and Braden Rhodes with the touchdown. You got Noah Indris with a couple of touchdown passes as well. So all things are working so far for this Veterans Memorial offense. And then defensively, they have just been absolutely stellar. 22 total yards given up on defense in the first half, Doug.
That's pretty good.
It's outstanding. You know, they are absolutely rolling, and you know, you never want to forecast too much ahead, but this game 35-0 at the half, it's looking like this is going to be a victory. Should be a victory for Vets. They should close this out, right?
Yes.
Next week, Vets will travel down to Far San Juan Alamo to play PSJA North.
Okay.
On the road, so that's going to be a big test.
I can remember back in the day when it was just PSJA, the Bears.
The Bears. And now they got Alamo, they got PSJA Southwest, there's a lot of teams down there now.
A lot of schools have really exploded down in the valley. So
yeah, speaking of which, you know, talking about some PSJA schools, right? Moody Trojans had a big win last week against PSJA Southwest.
Yes, they did.
So another team to watch out for. And that pretty much wraps up the quick first half summary. It's been all Vets, absolutely dominating all facets of the game. Now, I will say this. They have had a couple of special teams blunders. At the beginning, onside kick that was recovered by North, but a penalty brought that back, and then they did fumble a punt return. So if you're going to look at anything, of course,
coaches love to have something.
Coach Bittner
like
and all those guys down there, when they tear up the tape, I guarantee you those 2 special teams plays will be hyper-focused and looked at.
Yes.
Because you do that against a team like North next week in the Valley.
Yes.
A team like North will put 6 on you if you give up the ball like that.
Right. Definitely.
35-0 Vets over Donna North. It's halftime, MICSportsNetwork.com, News Talk KEYS. James Espinosa alongside my broadcast partner, Doug Kesterson.
Let's go ahead and say thank you to the sponsors tonight. We appreciate their support all season long. And it's our friends over at South Texas Bone and Joint at 5917 Crosstown Extension. Uratech Foundation Repair. Check them out online. You can get a quote and find out everything that they do at CompleteFoundationRepairs.com. Neil's Urban Oven, 6534 Yorktown. I hear the pizza is amazing.
Outstanding.
I have not tried it yet. I've got to do it this weekend. Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, they're 5945 McArdle. And the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. You can find out more information about the Sports Commission and what they do, and then the Coastal Bend Hall of Fame at visitcorpuschristi.com.
Band members of the week are.
And to give you a little tidbit, we've been doing a lot of work and having some great conversations and meetings with the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. By the way, they're our third quarter sponsor as we come up once play resumes after halftime. But some real great possibilities with some input for the Hall of Fame coming up this year, James. So it's going to be kind of nice.
I'm really excited about that, Doug. And like you mentioned, without giving away too much, right? Of course.
Right.
A lot of potentially great things to come with the Corpus Christi Sports Commission.
Now, James, we're welcoming in a halftime guest. I'm going to pull that down right there for you. And we've got Coach Nicholson, the assistant girls basketball coach for the Veterans Memorial Eagles. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys today?
Great.
Fantastic. Good to have you here.
When does basketball get started?
So we are actually about a month out. We start on October 16th. So coming up real fast.
Right. And then returners from last year.
So we have about 6 returners from last year. We did lose 6 seniors, so it's kind of like split right down the middle of how many we lost. That's going to be a little different. We're going to be super young this year.
Well, that's exciting, though.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of extra work, you feel like, to bring the JV players up to speed for the varsity level, because there's a difference in when the game goes.
So, yeah, we've been doing a lot more because UIL gives us that 1 hour strength and conditioning every day we get to do. So we've been doing a lot more, getting in the weight room, getting some running in, because the running speed is a lot in varsity because you're pressing a lot more, you're playing a lot more man defense, so you got to be able to stick with all that type of stuff.
Absolutely. The one thing that I know, I do cover a lot for women's basketball in college. The thing that's kind of crazy to me is the length of the court is not near as long or as wide. So you see a lot of, when you're talking about a lot of press, a lot of tipped passes up the field, a lot of turnovers, so it happened often and quickly in the high school game.
Yeah, and you got to be able to play defense. Like, that's the main thing. Can you move side to side? Can we go to help defense? Can you go out to help or deny, get those steals, and then turn it into offense? Because that's a lot of, you can get defense into offense, you're going to be perfect.
Yes, and then, of course, you got to make those layups.
Yeah.
When the opportunity presents itself, you got to make those point blanks. They like to call in women's basketball, if you're that close, they call it a dunk.
Yes.
You've got to make those dunks.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So I know early on in the season, right, November, December's typically tournament time, right? What tournaments do y'all have lined up? I know there's usually a big tournament around here. What do y'all got going on in the first month or so of the season?
So we will be playing here. We have our CCISD Riviera tournament, which we do a lot of good with it. We have a lot of teams coming in this year, especially some bigger teams.
Nice.
Kevin Hendrickson has done a really good job of bringing in some bigger teams for us to play. And then after that, we will head off to Houston to the Pasadena McDonald's Invitational.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we get invited there every year. It's pretty cool. You get to see a lot of, like, D1 athletes.
Oh, yeah.
And last year, we actually had to play up in a division because we had done really good. 2 years ago, we won the Division II tournament. And then the year after, we got third place. So they're like, oh, y'all can handle it. So they moved us up.
Hey, well,
and we were like, oh.
There's nothing wrong with, leveling up a little bit and seeing that competition because, the cliche, right? Iron sharpens iron. But, hey, it's good to get the girls out there and face that level, because you come back down here and then you see something different up there. Yeah. It only makes you better in the long run.
Yep, and that's why so far, we've been 6 years in a row going to the regional semis, and it's helped us so much because you get so much experience. You're used to playing girls that are 6'2", 6'3". You might have a 6-foot guard you got to pick up, and they can run a 459, 57. You're like,
that's incredible. Yeah, that is blazing speed. We're here with Coach Nicholson. Veterans Memorial Assistant Varsity Girls Basketball Coach.
Now, I do have to ask, I've known Coach De La Pena for a long, long time. What is it like to learn his style of coaching and being an assistant for him?
It's actually really cool because actually I went to high school at Moody And while I was at Moody, he was at Ray coaching. So it was like, now I'm like working for my rival kind of,
Right.
as a coach. But it's so cool to get to learn because he has like 34 years of experience. He's coached boys, he's coached girls, and he has all these different systems and plays. Like we have about 15 defenses, 30 offenses, because he has things for everything. So it's really cool. He's so experienced.
From what I gather, our boss at the station's daughter, she plays basketball. She's been in JV, but what I understand is a lot of it is that he doesn't really trade in players. He's not like, okay, you come in, you come in, you come in. He has a set schedule, which I find is a little bit different.
Yeah,
you're going in to play the first 4 minutes. You're going to go in for the next 2. You're going to go for here. You're going to go for here. How is it getting used to that?
That is like a big thing. Like my first year there, I was like, I kind of want to just win. Like, kind of leave my starters in. But then like you notice like, okay, they're getting tired. So I play on these 2 minutes really hard, and I send in this team for about 30 seconds. They're going to get enough rest. And that's got to be kind of our plan this year, to hopefully have a team of 15, and we can go 2 minutes and then 1 minute, 30 seconds. And if you get scored on, you come out. So then you're going to play harder on defense. You're going to want to rebound. You're going to want to score, so you stay in the game for your full time.
Absolutely. And if you're playing hard for 2 minutes, you're giving everything you got.
Yeah.
Why not? That in 2 minutes on the basketball court is a long time.
Yeah.
That's an eternity.
My goodness, man. When I'm out there playing pickup, I'm huffing and puffing half court. I can't even imagine what it's like going the full length with that intensity. So, you know, the shape and the way y'all guys get the team into shape with the condition and everything, it's just fascinating. It's awesome.
We kind of have like a skills test, which we like they have to run a 400 under 112. They got to run a mile under 7. So we're looking for those things so that our girls are in shape and they can move. Because a lot of time you have athletes that they have skills, they can make layups and stuff, but then you get someone fast on them that can play defense, and they can't beat on one-on-one. You're just stuck. So it's like you did all the skill stuff, but you can't beat anyone off the dribble.
Absolutely. So the season coming up again, starting soon, or when do you get to have the full practices going?
So October 16th.
Okay.
First week of basketball.
And then you'll go for a couple weeks. First game is set for when?
Our first game is November 1st at home, actually. Harlingen, 6A, big old 6A. They made it really deep in the playoffs the last couple of years. They're coming into town to come see us.
Yeah, and I can imagine the student body will probably be out there ramped up for basketball. Great support on the Veterans Memorial side. That student body, I'm looking at them down there, and they are just standing up the entire game.
Yeah,
so.
The flight crew goes crazy.
Hey,
we love them.
That's what they're called, the flight crew? I like that. That's
awesome.
Nice.
We're with Coach Nicholson, assistant girls basketball coach here from Veterans Memorial High School. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys for having me. I
in.
appreciate being up here.
Yes, pleasure to meet you, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Excited for the season coming up. We're going to step aside, take a 3-minute break. We'll be back. It's Eagles 35, Chiefs 0 halftime. Back after this.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your vibe. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches. We are the casually charming,
The collectively cool.
the creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
This is Kelby at Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Our supplements are science-based, high-quality products that will help you transform your life. See our products at moore'spharmacy.com today.
Before Urotech, the doors won't close, cabinets stay open, and walls crack. After Urotech, that's all just a memory. The pros at Urotech provide rock-solid foundation repair. They repair bulkheads and swimming pool decking the right way, the first time. The cutting-edge Urotech method seals joints and levels and stabilizes concrete. Visit CompleteFoundationRepairs.com today or call 885-7901. Eurotech, keeping your world level. Financing available.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
It's game time at Sames Ford, and that means you score big when you shop Sames and Save. Check out this season's lineup, all new F-150s and Broncos, Rangers, and Mavericks. The front line is stacked with Explorers, Escapes, and the 7-seater Expedition. It's time to score big at Sames Ford with game time deals and big league discounts. We are Sames Ford, treating Texans right since 1910. Shop local, shop Sames.
Back here at halftime, Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa. Let's go over the halftime stats tonight.
Let's go ahead. Let's get those rolling. MICSportsNetwork.com. Got our nice, beautiful graphic up there. 35-0 Vets up on Donna North here at the half. Vets with 105 total rushing yards, 137 passing yards for a combined total of 242 yards in the first half. Vets does have one turnover, a fumble on a punt return. That's been the only blemish for Vets tonight. Looking over at Donna North, 0 points scored, 11 rushing yards, 11 passing yards for 22 total yards in the first half, and no touchdowns for the Chiefs. Or no turnovers, I should say, for the Chiefs, and that's a bright mark for them. It's been a rough evening for Donna North. When I look at their drive chart, they've had actually 7 possessions in the first half. Punt, 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 which they gave up a punt return touchdown, punt, and then a kneel down to end the half. So a struggle for Donna North. They haven't been able to get anything going with 22 total yards of offense.
About 12 minutes left before we get to the third quarter here from Buck Stadium. Once again, the score 35-0. We had the halftime stats. Let's go over the sponsors once again. Thank you guys so much for your support all season long, and I'll give Jake an opportunity to get over there. I know I'm moving kind of quick tonight. Our friends at South Texas Bone and Joint, Eurotech Foundation Repair, Neal's Urban Oven, Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, and the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. Okay, let's go ahead and step aside for another 3-minute break. We'll come back and we'll get you guys ready for the game tomorrow night. Let you know some great information. Stay with us. A lot more coming up from Buck Stadium. 35-0. The Eagles on top of the Chiefs. Back after this.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
From the city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your vibe. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming,
the collectively cool,
the creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
This is Kelby at Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Our supplements are science-based, high-quality products that will help you transform your life. See our products at moore'spharmacy.com today.
Before Eurotech, the doors won't close, cabinets stay open, and walls crack. After Eurotech, that's all just a memory. The pros at Eurotech provide rock-solid foundation repair. They repair bulkheads, and swimming pool decking the right way, the first time. The cutting-edge Uratech method seals joints and levels and stabilizes concrete. Visit CompleteFoundationRepairs.com today or call 361-885-7901. Uratech, keeping your world level. Financing available.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
It's game time at Sames Ford, and that means you score big when you shop Sames and save. Check out this season's lineup, all new F-150s and Broncos, Rangers, and Mavericks. The front line is stacked with Explorers, Escapes, and the 7-seater Expedition. It's time to score big at Sames Ford with game time deals and big league discounts. We are Sames Ford, treating Texans right since 1910. Shop local, shop Sames.
With 8:51 to go, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings as they're already in district play. Leading at the top, Flower Bluff, PSJA North, Weslaco East, and Veterans Memorial, the top 4 in those standings, followed by PSJA Memorial, Harlingen South, Brownsville Rivetta, Donna, and Donna North.
Yeah, you look at the top of that district, right? Bluff, PSJA North, Weslaco East, Vets Memorial. Those top 4, those are some really good teams right there. Weslaco East and PSJA North down in the valley, and then Memorial from PSJA and Harlingen South. Those are 2 fringe playoff teams that are also pretty competitive. This is a tough little district right here. You know, all the valley schools, the lone CCISD school and Vets, and then, of course, our friends down at Flower Bluff. It's going to be competitive to the end.
Absolutely.
You know,
all the way through, man.
There's probably literally like 4 teams that could come out as district champion, in my estimation.
Yes.
PSJA North, they are still a very, very stout ball club.
Absolutely, you know, and it's not a given, you know, for Bluff and or Vets to be the district champion.
And especially Vets next week, they got to go down to far San Juan Alamo and play North. That is not going to be an easy task.
And that's the standings for District 15 5A Division 1.
Correct. I have a couple of halftime scores from around the area. We'll get to those here in a moment.
Of course, we want to say thank you to our friends over at the Corpus Christi Sports Commission, a second half sponsor of the scoreboard tonight. We appreciate them and our partnership with some big things on the horizon, working with the Corpus Christi Sports Commission, bringing the eyes of the world and of the United States down here to Corpus Christi and one of the great things we have coming up and working on as well. Now let's go ahead and take a look ahead at tomorrow night's action from Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. We have the 3-0 Sinton Pirates and the 0-3 GP Wildcats. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock tomorrow night from Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium, the second home game for the Wildcats this year.
Yeah, second home game, and man, you know, looking at the graphic, 0-3 on the season. It's been a tough go for Gregory Portland here early on, and then Sinton, on the other hand, ranked number 7 in 4A Division 1. So it's going to be a tough game tomorrow, but they are excited on that side of the bridge. It's the Battle of 281. It hasn't – I know you have the official –
2007.
Yeah, it's been a while since they last met, and this one's going to be a fun one tomorrow at Ray Akins. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And then, of course, we'll let you guys know all of our games that we're going to do here on the MIC Sports Network has an on-demand section. And it's on our website, micsportsnetwork.com. It shows the social media, and it's all games are all available on demand, micsportsnetwork.com, and on our YouTube page. Now, I admit I'm a little behind uploading some to YouTube. It just takes a little bit of a while to get them on there, but I have to sit down and do them.
Yeah, and rendering 3.5 hour broadcasts kind of takes a while to upload to YouTube.
Yeah, so you have to plan one or two, and we need to get moving on it, and that's pointing at my finger myself. I will get caught up on those here pretty quick.
That sounds like a job that some of the interns can do.
Possibly.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
Possibly, and of course, if you on X and Instagram, follow us on our social media accounts, MIC Sports Network. It is spelled WRK at the end. They wouldn't allow me the O. I tried to buy it from Wheel of Fortune, but they wouldn't let me have it, so. And on Facebook, it's MIC Sports Network. And if you want to follow James or myself, Doug on the Bench, and at Sir Edward James.
That is right.
Give us a follow. We'd appreciate it.
A couple of halftime scores from around the area. On the south side at Cabinets, Moody 42, Robstown 6 at the half.
Wow.
This one might be a shocker. No, it is a shocker.
Okay.
In the third quarter at Phil Danaher Field in Cow-Allen. Carroll 24, Cow-Allen 0. Third quarter, Carroll 24, Cow-Allen nothing.
Wow.
Yes.
I wonder if there's an injury.
I don't know.
Like Dennis or somebody at the quarterback.
But 24-0 against Cow-Allen at Phil Danaher Field, Phil Danaher Stadium.
Wow.
I'm stunned. Yeah. So whenever
Are you sure that's not a mistake?
I've seen a couple of sites report that.
And I don't want to make it sound like I'm putting Carroll down, and not at all. It's just like 24-0 over Cow-Allen. Wow.
That's being reported by ScoreStream, and I've seen it on another site as well.
Well, ScoreStream.
Catch up on y'all. You got Quentin Martinez covering the game. He says Carroll leads 24-0.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, we got it.
Thank you, Aiden.
That is.
We
Okay,
appreciate
that's
you
accurate.
confirming that.
Just wanted to be accurate to make sure we had it. Now, one more last graphic. We're going to talk about our Student Athlete of the Week. Big congratulations to Adrian Luna out of the Moody Trojans. And I'm sure he's carried the ball quite a bit. Took his picture with his offensive line. Leads the Moody Trojans in rushing this year, averaging over 100 yards a game. He's done a fantastic job as junior, working hard, wants to work in construction. If you know someone, if you're watching tonight or listening, and you want to know and nominate an athlete, just go to our website, micsportsnetwork.com. Thank you to Sames Ford and G-Tech Communications for sponsoring the Student Athlete of the Week. Appreciate it so much. Let's go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back and get you guys ready for the third quarter here at Buck Stadium. It's 35-0. Eagles on top of the Chiefs. Stay with us.
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
Integral power. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches.
We are the casually charming.
The collectively cool.
The creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
We're back here at Buck Stadium. I'm Doug Kesterson, joined alongside James Espinosa. Producing the live stream tonight, Jake Vasquez, as the Eagles are about ready to take the field. And once again, that is a 24-0. I did check and see it myself with Quentin Martinez. It is a 24-0. What is it? Halftime score?
Halftime at Cow-Allen.
Wow. I did not expect to see that.
No. But good for those Carroll Tigers, man.
And if Carroll can go in there and win that ball game at Cow-Allen,
what does that say about them as they get ready to enter district play?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Interesting.
Teams can change week to week, man. It's very good.
You never know, man. That's the beauty about Texas high school football.
Absolutely.
About a minute and change till the start of the second half, excuse me. Both teams are out. Both teams are ready to enter from their respective end zones.
They're playing a video right now, and they've done a lot of work on that.
Do they have their own student run? No?
The Texas Way has been a campaign they've done a lot of here lately. I've seen a lot of the Texas Way at the different high schools that I've been to so far. And just saw it, of course, especially I saw it at Moody yesterday.
And I imagine that's sportsmanship. And it's awesome to see. It's a good message out there.
Our window is fogging up a little here on my side.
Yeah, I saw
They've been adjusting the...
Yeah, Brenda Marshall and some of the CCISD crew talking about that because I think they're having an issue right there next door.
Well, yeah, it's hard. They can't see, so I think they went up or they had to move. we're still waiting for the teams to take the field with 11 seconds left before the halftime clock expires. Here come the Chiefs, and here come the Eagles. And the middle schoolers get to follow behind the varsity Eagles again. I never got to do that.
No. They didn't have little cat night or little tiger night.
Now, interesting note, I was supposed to go to King.
Wow, Doug.
And I transferred to Carroll.
They got you in the transfer portal.
Legally. Well, those times you could apply, if you wanted to, you could transfer. You had to apply and ask for a course that the school that you were supposed to go to didn't offer.
Wow.
So I did.
Okay.
You know what my class was my first year?
Homemaking.
Woodworking.
Oh.
With Coach John Irvine.
There we go.
And it was awesome.
Man.
He was a cool coach.
Woodworking is one of the classes that is not around too often anymore.
No, it was a lot of fun. Built a lot of different projects.
Yeah, wood shop.
Learn how to use the tools properly, how to do all that, make sure the cuts. And I built a stand-up mirror as my final project, and it was like this tall.
Nice.
And it was 1/8 inch off from upper left corner to bottom right corner. A 1/8 inch off from that time where they cut the piece of glass. They had to cut it just a little bit different for the mirror to go in it. But it's kind of cool. My grandma loved it
neat, yeah.
and took it. So it's still around. My mom has it somewhere.
What has replaced wood shop or shop class is welding. A lot of schools have welding programs
and
now.
Those programs are phenomenal.
Yep.
Those guys are very talented. They can make some really good stuff.
Oh, you leave high school with a certificate.
Yes.
If you stick with it.
Carmona to kick from the 40 on the left hash. And it's back deep and into the end zone for a touchback.
22 total yards of offense for Donna North in the first half. Let's see if the Chiefs can get a little bit more here as we start the second half at Buck Stadium. MIC Sports Network Game of the Week. James Espinosa, Doug Kesterson, and the crew with you.
Well, I found an opening where I can see pretty well now.
Oh, so you're absolutely okay. So it's on your side.
Yeah, it hasn't made it towards yours yet. It hasn't creeped that way yet.
It's getting towards where Jake's at as he's producing here in the middle, just a tad.
Two receivers out on the left. There's a snap to Signs, a handoff. Ibarra up the middle, and he's across the 25. Give him up to the 28, 29-yard line. 29-yard line, a gain of 4 on first down.
Impressive run.
And he's taken off with a full head of steam.
Yeah, he's been running the ball pretty hard. 28 yards on the ground for Hibata.
Tackle made by number 59, Carlos Fuller.
7 Nation Army, please.
In a 4-yard
7 Nation, everybody up. 7 Nation.
Mendez is the receiver split on the far right side. Single receiver out on the left. Signs calls for the snap. Hands off, and it's up the middle over to the 30, maybe the 31-yard line, and they are giving him the 31, a gain of 2, sorry. Brings up third down and a makeable 4.
Marcotte on the tackle down there for Vets Memorial. Good job by the big man. Also, Carlo Torres, number 59, a young sophomore on the line right now for the Eagles. And you do wonder, right, with big game against PSJA North next week.
Looks like you got some backups in right now.
I was going to say, yeah, when do you get the majority of the seconds out there?
Your linebackers are still your first teamers. It's 3rd down and 4. There's a snap. Signs rolling out. Wants to throw down the field. He's got it.
Yeah, out of the outs, just beyond the outstretched hands of number 3, Jaden Loya. Okay. It was a nice play action, and they had Loya open in the flats. Just the ball was just a tad bit in front of Loya.
Very back deep about his 39-yard line. Mendez back to punt for the Chiefs. All the way back inside his 20. There's a snap. It's low. He picks it up. Pressure's coming. and he got it away. Takes a little bit of a Chiefs roll, trying to wave the arms to get it an extra yard, but it's downed at the 36-yard line.
Reminds me of that one scene from Happy Gilmore where he's trying to blow the golf ball right into the cup. Hilarious. All right, here comes the Vets Memorial offense. We'll see who trots out there for him, who trots out for them.
And Indris Chalabois.
Yeah, they're still out there.
Normally, you would have a first series of the third quarter, typically.
Isaiah Early out.
From their 36, 2 receivers on the left. There's a snap. Chalabois takes it. No, Indris kept it. Indris inside Chiefs territory down to their 45. On the option, was able to pull it back and take off. Huge run for Indris.
19 yards. That's his first official carry tonight. And he does have some wheels.
Yes, he does.
The one thing about Indris that I've noticed through 2.5 games already, right? Another half to go. He has a beautiful ball fake.
Yes, he does. He's gotten this several times. But I'm in a little bit of a clouded window here, so I can't really see
You might need to come stand
here it is.
On this side.
Indris this time. Hands off Chalabois. He's got a big lane. And he's brought down by the neck, but it's about a pickup about 7, almost 8, and they are going to give him 8 down to the 37-yard line.
Now up to 113 yards rushing. 12 carries, 2 touchdowns for Andrew Charlebois.
Trips on the left side of the formation for 2nd down and 2. Clock running with 9:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Chalabois to the left of Indris. There's a snap, wanting to throw, kind of backing over towards his left. He's going to throw the ball deep downfield. He's got it caught. Perry catches it, turns upfield, touchdown. What a nice play. Was able to keep his feet and his momentum from carrying him out of bounds, James.
Yeah, an up and out type of route right there. Almost a double move from Perry. Indris just patiently waiting for him to get open. Hits him down the sideline. That is Perry's 2nd touchdown of this ball game.
1 on special teams.
And 1 receiving. I believe he might be in the running for our player of the game.
Carmona to kick with Indris to hold. There's a snap. And the kick is good. 42-0 back after this.
This is Kelby at Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, where your health is our priority. Our supplements are science-based, high-quality products that will help you transform your life. See our products at moore'spharmacy.com today.
Before Eurotech, the doors won't close, cabinets stay open, and walls crack. After Eurotech, that's all just a memory. The pros at Eurotech provide rock-solid foundation repair. They repair bulkheads and swimming pool decking the right way, the first time. The cutting-edge Eurotech method seals joints and levels and stabilizes concrete. Visit CompleteFoundationRepairs.com today or call 361-885-7901. Eurotech, keeping your world level. Financing available.
Back here at Buck Stadium, the Eagles lead 42-0, 8:48 remaining in the third quarter. Carmona to kick from the 40 again. And 3 Chiefs back deep along their 5-yard line, but Carmona's kicks have been going 5-6 yards deep in the end zone. And there it is. It's a high end over end and through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Latest touchdown from Veterans Memorial. 37-yard touchdown reception from Charles Perry Jr. from Noah Indris. 42-0 Indris, looking at the stats real quick. Indris is 8 of 13 passing, 174 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
That's a little better than 50%. Knocking on the door of 60-ish.
He's had a great game. He's been effective.
1, 2, and ready, and.
Single receiver on the left, 2 on the right for the Chiefs. There's a snap, handoff. Ibarra trying to get to the outside, and the blitzing Eagles stopping behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1 on first down.
That is the law firm of Moya and Wilson on the stop. Great tackle by that duo.
Thursday night game of the week here at Buck Stadium, 42-0. Eagles on top of the Chiefs.
Eagles band getting down. They're jamming.
I'm surprised you're not dancing.
Not yet.
Birthday boy.
Not yet.
2 receivers out on the right side of the formation. Signs with a snap. Keeper all the way. Trying to find some running room. Does have a little bit. He's all the way to the sideline, and I believe he's got a nice gain on second down. Like they're giving him the, 33-yard line?
It's going to be close to a gain of 9.
Needs to get 2 more yards. It looks like third down and a long 3 coming up for the Eagles. The Chiefs, pardon me. Design keeper all the way, and I think that might be some of the things that works best for him right now.
Yeah, when they're able to actually get outside on the edge of this defense, they do have some speed and they're skilled players. So you're right about that, Doug. When they are able to do that, they've been able to exploit some small openings in this defense.
Third down and 3. There's a snap, hands off Ibarra. He splits 2 blitzing Eagles, falls forward, and gets back to the line of scrimmage at the 31. Or 33, sorry.
Yeah, just tough sledding right there. Not much going on up the middle against this Eagles defense. You know, we talked about how we're fogging up here, right? Some of the coaches are having to stand outside on the platforms to even see the game.
Mendez, no. Yeah, it's Mendez punting again. Perry let this one go out of bounds.
Yeah, ball out of bounds at the 42 officially. 7-11 left in the third quarter. This one is all Veterans Memorial, 42-0 over Donna North. 15-5A Division I play.
Ball's on the right hash as the Eagles are on the sideline coming out, and Indris remains in along with Charlebois. And now Braden Rhodes is checking in.
Got Rhodes, Gray, and Brown as the receivers.
There's the snap to Indris, pulls it down, hands Charlebois. Charlebois got a big lane. He's at midfield. He's down to the sideline. Charlebois untouched at the 20. 10. Cuts back inside. Touchdown, Eagles.
What a run. It's 58 yards for Charlebois. Just some excellent blocking on the outside. His receivers really got down and dirty with those blocks right there. Credit to those 3 guys on the outside. Rhodes, Brown, and Gray. They sealed the edge, and Charlebois pranced into the end zone.
Ryan Carmona to kick. And Indris to hold. There's a snap, and the kick is up. And it's good. 49-0 back after this.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
It's game time at Sames Ford, and that means you score big when you shop Sames and Save. Check out this season's lineup, all new F-150s and Broncos, Rangers, and Mavericks. The front line is stacked with Explorers, Escapes, and the 7-seater Expedition. It's time to score big at Sames Ford with game time deals and big league discounts. We are Sames Ford, treating Texans right since 1910. Shop local, shop Sames.
We're back here at Buck Stadium. Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa. Eagles, one play. Andrew Charlebois, untouched to the end zone. Extend the lead now to 49-0 over the Chiefs here with 6:59 remaining in the third quarter. Carmona's kick is high, end over end, back deep, and fielded right at the goal line. Picked up on the run is Prince Johnson, and he gets up across the 10-yard line. You're going to give him the 12.
49-0 Vets up. 6:56 left in the third quarter. Donna North's offense onto the field. This will be their 9th possession of the game. All of them have resulted in punts, except for the kneel down at the end of the first half.
Correct.
So 7 out of the 8 have been punts for Donna.
Single back tight end on the left side, 2 receivers right, snap, signs, hands off Ibarra. He breaks the tackle, was able to break out of one, and gets up to the 15, but there's a flag down at the 11. False start on the Chiefs. That's the 4th false start of the ball game for the Chiefs today.
Yeah, we've just seen errors and some procedural stuff that the Chiefs have been a little bit sloppy at. They've been getting the plays into the huddle a little bit slowly. They've been forced to call 2 timeouts due to the play clock running down. Hasn't been the best game from them.
And the play clock is down to 4 seconds. There's a snap to signs. He fakes one way, realizes it's a busted play. He takes off to his right, trying to turn upfield. He's got a little bit of a lane and bounced out about the 15.
Oh my goodness. He bounced out at the 15 is exact. That was Ryan Scott who came in and laid the hammer down.
They're going to mark it at the 14. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second down for the Chiefs. It's KEYS Corpus Christi. You're listening to the Mike Sports Network Thursday night game of the week.
There must be not a worse feeling as a football player when you're looking to hand it off and your running back's not there. Panic sets in.
I was like, uh-oh. Signs with a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, wants to throw. He's got it. And just over the reach of his receiver of Jaden Loya.
That play's been there. It's been there open for them a few times tonight. But as you said, Doug, Signs has just been overselling those passes. But they've had it open maybe 3 times tonight at least, where the fullback or running back he'll slip out and the defense doesn't notice him and he's wide open in the flat. Those are potential big gains right there that have gone for naught.
The band is really having some fun tonight here for the Screaming Eagle Band. I think there was a homecoming or prom. It might be a homecoming proposal. Handoff Ibarra for the Chiefs, and he's across the 15-yard line, maybe up to the 16.
Good tackle right there, number 31, John Garza, in on the stop.
And it brings up 4th down for the Chiefs. Mendez heads back to punt. I was wondering why they were getting really excited. I saw a bouquet of flowers and maybe a sign, something. So I'm assuming that's what that was. They were having a proposal of some sort. Mendez back near the goal line. There's a snap. He picks it up off the ground, gets the punt away. Perry's waiting for it, and he's going to retreat as it's going to be down by a couple of Chiefs about the 39-yard line of Donna North. $49-0 Eagles on top of the Chiefs from Donna North. with 5:17 to go here in the third. And excellent, excellent field position for the Eagles at the Chiefs 39. And Indris is heading back out.
Yeah, still back out there. I do not see Charlebois.
That's number 26. He was the original Ryan Scott.
Yeah, Scott's back there.
And I know that he had, from what I gathered, he was injured with had an ankle injury, something bothering. He was supposed to be the starter. And there's a handoff to Scott, and Scott takes off, and no ankle injury or not, he's untouched, and he's in for another touchdown for the Eagles.
The first carry from Ryan Scott. It's another 6 points.
Welcome back, Ryan Scott.
And he was just untouched.
Yeah, he was.
There was nobody with the gray jersey that put a finger on him.
Carmona to try the extra point with Indris to hold. It's now 55 to nothing, pending the extra point. There's a snap, and the kick is good. 56-0, back after this.
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
The city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your power. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches. We are the casually charming,
The collectively cool.
The creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
We're back here at Buck Stadium. Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa, 5:05 left in the third quarter, and it's been all Eagles tonight. 56-0 over the Donna North Chiefs. Would like to see the Chiefs get a drive going. There's a new kicker for the Eagles, is number 39 with the duty. And it's fielded back about the 3-yard line. And it's 21 Portillo with the return, and he gets up to the 15, 16-yard line.
56-0, Vets is up.
Who was that number 39 on the kickoff?
Number 39 for Vets?
Yes.
That is Brandon Munoz.
Okay.
$56-0.
4:59 left to go here in the third quarter. And they're starting from the just over the 15-yard. Let's give them the 16 on that call.
As Donna enters this drive, only 43 yards of total offense.
Carroll 27, Cal Allen 14. Power I formation for Signs and the Chiefs, and they call timeout.
And they got to talk it over. Got to figure out what's going on in that huddle. Alignment, assignment, football. That's one of my coaches used to say. 56-0 Vets over North, 4:59 here in the third quarter. Update from the Moody and Robstown game happening on the south side at Cabinus. Moody 49, Robstown 14. The Trojans continuing their impressive start to this 2024 season. We'll see the Trojans at some point down the line.
Yes, we will. We'll see them next week.
That is correct.
In
Next
Kingsville.
week in Kingsville.
Power I formation. Pitch out. Prince Johnson trying to make a cut. Hit in the backfield and drop for a loss. Back at the 15. Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Chiefs.
You talk about a couple of surprising teams in the area, Moody and that young Kingsville team. Kingsville actually plays Corpus Christi King tomorrow night at Cabinets.
It'll be my first time at Javelina Stadium next week. Ever.
Not even to see a Javelina game. Wow.
Never seen a remember, I've only seen one college football game in person.
Oh, wow. Yes, that is your stat line right there.
Snap, handoff, he about it again. No, Signs keeps it. Rolls out to the side. He's at the 20-yard line on his feet all the way up to the 30, 31-yard lines out of bounds. Picks up a first down.
16 yards for Noah Signs. It's a great effort right there by number 12.
They're going to mark him out at the 28.
Oh.
And that's a first down.
Still, pretty good run.
Oh, hold on. Offsides on the Eagles, they'll decline that. They do. First down. I believe that's the first down offensively tonight. They had another first down for the Chiefs by penalty. Power I formation. Signs looking at the sideline. Play clock down to 14 seconds as they're getting the play in. Hands off on a quick off the fullback. And the fullback's across the 31 up to the 32-yard line. Gain of 4.
Jaden Loya on the carry.
And I see some backups in now for the Eagles defensively.
I think it's getting to that point where you're up 56-0. You start to rest some guys and prepare for PSJA North next week.
And the Chiefs, when you're going against the backups, now's the time to go get a drive going and get some points on the board. You didn't score last week. You'd love to get his points on the board tonight. Signs with a handoff.
Ooh.
And met at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Now that was a tackle. Number 31, linebacker John Garza comes in.
Smacks Ibarra. Spelled with an I. It reminds me of the Gabriel Iglesias. When he's done a bit where he was in Chicago and he tells the lady, you know, it's Iglesias, and she's like with a Y or with the E's, and no, it's with the I. Oh, you Mr. Fancy, Mr. Iglesias with an I. Ibarra with an I. Nice carry for him. There's the snap. Signs rolling back out to his left now. Turning upfield and then throwing at the last second, and it's incomplete. Nearly picked off.
Yeah, Joe Martinez, number 6, was out there covering the flat. And that ball barely went over the head of Martinez.
Oh, I can see much better over here.
Yeah, you might need to stand.
A hard time.
You might need to stand right here, Doug.
And it brings up 4th down. Perry's coming in to return the punt. Mendez. Incomplete pass. Stop the clock with 1:56 left to go for the 4th quarter. Mendez's punt, another spiral. Perry calls for a fair catch and makes it at his 38. You know, despite the scoring differential in this ball game tonight, the Chiefs have not really made a ton of mistakes. A few penalties here and there.
I mean, they haven't put the ball on the ground.
That's my point.
Yeah, no turnovers. So if anything, they played a clean game in that regard. They're just going up against a very talented Veterans Memorial team, one of the best teams in the region. 5A Division I at least.
And a new quarterback for the Eagles. Number 11, Anthony Winans. And Ryan Scott, now the tailback. There's a handoff to Scott. Scott's got another big hole with another cutback. Scott runs into a couple of defenders at midfield and dropped there. Big pickup on first down. It'll move the sticks.
12 yards. Ryan Scott has had some big hits on defense, and now he's in the backfield.
And you can imagine the combination of Scott and Charlebois in the backfield at the same time.
Well, that's the thing. If you can get Scott implemented into the offense, that could be a very
well. He's listed as a starter,
potent, dynamic duo. Yeah, I mean, he was the incumbent. He was the starter, and and you mentioned injury took him out of that role, and Charlebois took advantage of that opportunity. It's a great problem to have. You're Coach Bittner.
Snap. There's a throw out quickly, and a nice turn upfield. Still on his feet, and then driven out of bounds. I'm not sure if he stepped out along the way, and they're going to give him the gain up to the 36-yard line and a first down.
That was a 15-yard gain for number 14, Andrew Brown.
Nice catch for him tonight. He had 2 opportunities earlier in the ball game and just unable to secure the ball in that possession. That's a big play right there to make up for it. Trips on the right side of the formation. Scott to the left of Winans. Calls for the snap. Hands off Scott. Scott's got another cutback, and he just takes off. He's got a full head of steam. And another first down, and now flag comes flying in late.
Some pushing and shoving going on in
and
the
then
secondary.
Another flag, so this will probably bring the Eagles back. He did get enough for another first down, I believe, didn't he?
I thought so.
Wow, 15-yard face mask penalty on the Chiefs. My goodness.
From bad to worse.
It moves it all the way to the 13-yard line.
Clock is ticking.
24 seconds left here in the third. I think the Eagles are going to let this.
Well, the play clock's at 14, so
yes,
they do have to get a play off before the end of the third quarter.
Winans with Scott to his right. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Brown along the left sideline. There's a snap at 0, and they're going to get a delay of game on him.
Wow. That one, they were dialed in on that penalty call, this officiating crew. They didn't even give them that courtesy half second, maybe a full second. 2 seconds remain in the third quarter. 56-0, Vets up on Donna North.
Moves it back to the 18-yard line.
And that's the end of the third quarter. 56-0, Vets leads. One more quarter to play here at Buccaneer Stadium in our MIC Sports Network Game of the Week.
So Veterans started with 1:49 left in the third quarter from their 38-yard line. They've marched it all the way down to the 18-yard line of the Chiefs. 12 minutes to go in this one. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah, everybody out there watching and listening along.
We can say thank you to the sponsors tonight. We appreciate you guys. South Texas Bone and Joint, Eurotech Foundation Repair, Neil's Urban Oven, Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, and the Corpus Christi Sports Commission. Don't forget, nominate a student athlete at micsportsnetwork.com. You don't have to get there, Jake.
Hey, Jake's out here trying to get everything down, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I do too. Don't forget Saturday, the ULM at the #1 ranked Texas Longhorns.
Arch Manning making his first start. That should be fun. Check it out on Keys, your radio home for Longhorn football.
6 p.m. pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. There's the snap. Winans hands off Scott. Scott with another cutback, and he's brought down this time about the 11-yard line.
Gain of 6 for Ryan Scott. 11:40 on the clock.
And it's counting.
Yeah, you figure at this point in the game, you're taking your time. You're not necessarily in a rush.
No, let the play clock get all the way down with trips on the right side of the formation. There's the snap. Hands off Scott. Scott takes off student body left. Turns upfield, and a flag comes flying in at the 10. That more than likely in the area where it'll bring the Eagles back 10 yards.
Yeah, there was a Vets offensive lineman who ended up on the floor with the Donna North defensive lineman. Got to figure that's in the area of where the penalty was.
10 yards from the spot. So they're marking it from the 10. They're going to move it back to the 20. It'll be second down and 18 coming up for the Eagles. From the Chiefs' 20. Scott to the right of Winans. 2-by-2 set. Sends his man in motion, hands off to Brown. Brown almost fumbled it, picks it up, turns the corner at the 10-yard line. Brown to the end zone, touchdown. Anthony Brown. And the teammates are all running towards him.
What a moment. Anthony Brown on the end around, 20 yards to the house. He gets into the end zone on an emotional night. Teammates mobbing him on the sideline.
Carmona to try the extra point. Indus hold, it's up, and it is good. 63-0. We'll step aside. We'll be back right after this.
GTech 360 proudly celebrating 20 years in business. What a local internet provider can do for you? No data caps. 24/7 customer support. Expert installations. Locally owned and operated. We connect people and communities. Give us a call today at 361-777-1400 for your internet, VoIP, and security needs.
It's game time at Sames Ford, and that means you score big when you shop Sames and save. Check out this season's lineup, all new F-150s and Broncos, Rangers, and Mavericks. The front line is stacked with Explorers, Escapes, and the 7-seater Expedition. It's time to score big at Sames Ford with game time deals and big league discounts. We are Sames Ford, treating Texans right since 1910. Shop local, shop Sames.
We're back here at Buck Stadium. Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa. 27-14. 27-14. Carroll over Cal Allen in the fourth quarter. Our score is 63-0 here with 10:37 left in the ball game. And the Eagles kick. It's fielded off of a Chiefs and finally gets back on top of it. And still it's still loose for a moment. Eagles look and say they have it, but I think the Chiefs were able to get back on that ball.
Let's see who comes up out of the pile. And it was a Chief. That was number 28 from Donna North, who did emerge with the ball in his hands, Matthew Rodriguez.
And it's a timeout for an injured Chief on the field. 10:37 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, 63-0.
Chiefs will have it from. Do not see where they're spotting the ball, do you?
They haven't officially spotted the ball. From what I can tell, from up here at least. Well, there's one official with the ball in his hand, but they have not spotted it.
Still a 49-14 score with Moody on top of Robstown in the third quarter. In the NFL, who is playing tonight?
Tonight was Jets and Patriots. I have yet to see an update on that game. Oh, 21-3 Jets, third quarter. So here we go. Looks like they're going to kick off again, Doug. 10:37 left in the fourth. James Espinosa, Doug Ketcherson with you. MICSportsNetwork.com, News Talk KEYS. Appreciate you hanging with us this evening. Live from Buck Stadium, MIC Sports Network, Game of the Week. It's been all Vets, a dominated performance. Vets will take on PSJA North next weekend. And what should be one of the, in my estimation, one of the best contests of the entire weekend from the Coastal Bend and the Valley.
Brendan Munoz has it teed up on the 40 again. I did not see why we're kicking over. And the kick. Take it, James.
Yeah.
No, I mean, where did it go? I couldn't see it.
I couldn't. It was right there. Kick is out at about the 26.
Okay.
27, officially.
10:37 remaining in the ball game. Because you still have a clear opening over there, don't you?
Excuse me, Doug. They marked it back a little bit. Ball is on
25.
Yeah, roughly. Roughly about the 25. They're still kind of maneuvering their way. Yeah, about the 25 right there.
Power I formation for the Chiefs on 1st and 10 from their 25. And looks like he handed to Ibarra first. The ball comes out. The Eagles come up with it.
Oh, yes, they do. First fumble. First turnover for Donna North. 10:26 left in the fourth quarter, and Vets comes away with the ball.
Eagles take over. First and 10 for the Chiefs, 26 yards.
From the 20.
And when you look at Donna North and who do they got in district play next week, Donna North will play Harlingen South. Harlingen South, they are a playoff contender in this 15-5A Division I.
You've got a nice little opening there, Jake. I could see a little spot right there.
It's slowly inching this way towards me, but the mist, the fog.
There's some moisture on the window. The ACs are working very well here in the press box tonight. Trips on the right side. Winans with a handoff with a new tailback. It's number 41. Breaks one tackle and then brought down by Ibarra at the 20 for officially, what, a 5-yard gain?
About 5, close to 6. Number 41 on the carry. That is Brody Saldana.
They're spotting him at the 20.
Yeah, about a 6-yard carry for Saldana.
And the clock continues to run. And they're taking the play clock all the way down to about 7. There's a fake handoff. Winans keeps, now throws quickly. He's got his receiver, and he's got a clear path to the end zone. But do you see a flag down?
There is a flag down near the 15-yard line, right smack in the middle of the field, right in the 15.
I think the band might be a little early.
The band's had a lot of time to play tonight.
They waved the flag off.
Oh, okay. So that is a touchdown.
Touchdown. The band was right.
The band is always right. That's a receiving touchdown. Number 16.
That is Cameron Andruzzi.
Yep, Andruzzi.
$9:23 to go. Carmona in to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. It's 70-0. Back after this.
Orthopedic excellence starts here. With 50-plus years of service in the Coastal Bend, 4 separate communities, 7 individual clinics, 9 different subspecialties, 1,500 patients seen each week. Don't settle for anything but the best. South Texas Bone and Joint, the go-to orthopedic office for you and your loved ones. Your care, always our priority.
In Corpus Christi, we coast our own way.
From the city to the beach, coast is more than our part of the state.
Coasting is a state of mind.
We take our time.
And take your bow. We do things differently.
And celebrate what makes us the same.
This way of life is bigger than our beaches. We are the casually charming,
The collectively cool.
The creatively curious.
We are the Gulf Coast capital.
We're back at Buck Stadium. Doug Kesterson, James Espinosa. Score update from Cal Allen. Carroll 27, Cal Allen 21. Carroll threw a pick 6.
Oh no!
Carroll had earlier gotten a 4th down stop with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it was 27-14 before the pick 6. So they had to stop.
That one will be coming down to the wire, it seems.
And there's the kick. And it's fielded with a fair catch at the 29-yard line.
9:23 left in this game. James Espinosa, Doug Kesterson hanging out with you. MIC Sports Network Game of the Week. 70-0. Vets over Donna North. Yes, do not adjust your dials. Do not adjust your streaming platform, whatever you're watching us on, your phone, your television. Do not adjust. That is a real score, 70-0.
So interesting note, I've checked the analytics of where we've had people watching. We've had some people watch from Mexico.
Oh.
We've had one from the United Kingdom this year.
Wow. That's incredible.
Like some American football.
Well, wherever you're at, we appreciate you watching tonight.
There's the signs with the handoff at the line of scrimmage and across the 30 to the 31, a gain of 2 on first down.
Looks like that was number 88 that they handed it off to, Nate Martinez. Or excuse me, let me correct myself, number 32, David Herrera. So Herrera with the carry.
And the clock continues to run. Signs coming in from the sideline with the play call. It's down to 13 seconds as he approaches the huddle. They break at 11. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Signs with 3 seconds to spare. Takes the snap, hands off to the first guy, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and driven back. The 70 points tonight for the Eagles will definitely help in the point differential if it comes down to a tiebreaker scenario.
And we talked about that briefly off air as to why some of the vet starters might have been in late in the third quarter, but then you realize, hey, the points, the positive points, right? The points for.
It used to be back in the day they would count penetrations inside to the other team's, territory, and then how many possessions you had in there. The Eagles started in Chiefs territory quite a few times tonight, so it would be the old school way that way, but
now it's just points.
It's points. Snap with a handoff and a close carry on this down, gets all the way up to the. Now he moved back for a second. I believe it's the 37 where they're going to spot the ball. And it is, and it's 4th down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, gain of 5 for Herrera.
Perry back at his 40-yard line to receive the punt. I believe Mendez is coming in. And stepping back to punt the ball for the Chiefs. Mendez has done a nice job punting tonight. Some real beauties. And this one's a short, and Perry calls for a fair catch at his 41.
6:58 left in the game. Donna with another punt. They've had 12 possessions, 11 punts. This will be Veterans Memorial's 12th possession of the ball game. They have scored touchdowns on all but 2 possessions tonight. So 10 out of the 12 possessions, or excuse me, 9 out of the 11 possessions they've had so far, touchdowns. Some damage being done by this Veterans Memorial team.
Is that still Winans?
Yes, number 11.
And they're going to false start on the Eagles. Now that offensive lineman was off the line of scrimmage and needed to get up there as he took a step forward. And they call a false start on the Eagles, move them back 5.
Play set to resume.
Snap to Winans. Hands off Scott. That's not Scott. I'm sorry, who is that?
That's number 12. That would be Kyle Wilson. He gets in on the scoring act. 64 yards for Kyle Wilson. Just scoring at will at this point, with 6:45 left in this game.
76-0. Carmona needed the tee. Snap and the kick is up, and it's good. It is 77-0. We'll stay here. And got a note from Aiden that Cal Allen got a stop with 2 minutes and change left. So it's still Carroll 27, Cal Allen 21.
Okay. It's tight ball game.
Somewhere in there, I think on that last touchdown they had, they missed the extra point. That could come back to hurt them. But impressive night for the Tigers to play a team like the Cal Allen Wildcats, you know, who had the opening win over the GP Wildcats earlier this season, 42-40. GP had come up within 2-point conversion of tying that game, sending it to overtime. Just ran out of time.
Indeed. I mean, you can never count out a Cal Allen team, especially at Phil Danaher Field.
Okay, no, Aiden's telling me they made a couple of field goals. We've been unable to keep up track with it, so.
Yeah, haven't been able to really keep tabs on that one, but we appreciate Aiden for sending us updates. You've been too busy.
So then it was
here.
after the touchdowns of 21, then it would have had to have been 2 field goals to make it 24-27. Okay.
6:45 left in this ball game, 77-0. Vets over Donna North.
And there's the kick. James, take it.
That one is out of bounds, and there's a flag on the play due to the ball being kicked out of bounds. Ball did go out of bounds at about the 24-yard line.
They can take it from there and add it from the 24 and put it at the 30.
They're discussing it on the far side with Coach Cuevas. And I think that's what they're going to do, Doug. They're going to add on the yardage. Ball will be spotted at the 30.
That's traditionally what you do. Snap to signs and a new tailback, and he hits the line of scrimmage, and there's not much there.
Yeah, that is David Herrera on the carry for the Chiefs.
Aiden said the last update he had, Cal Allen's quarterback got sacked, but they haven't said what down. Fourth quarter is the clock running, 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Two receivers out on the right side of the formation for the Chiefs, with the tight end on the left, the snap, and a handoff up the middle and a couple of yards on second down. Ball spotted now at the 34-yard line. Makes it 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Chiefs. And I'm having to watch the game on our actual stream. I cannot see.
Well, thankfully we do have the screens up in here.
So those of you watching are not affected as the camera is outside. Here inside the booth, cold AC and 88% humidity makes it difficult. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. The Chiefs get the snap off in time, hand the ball off, and it's about 2 yards shy of the first down marker. I think they're going to have him at the 38.
.440. Yep.
Yeah.
4:40 to go, Doug. This one is almost wrapped up here at Buck Stadium. I'll be heading down to the field here momentarily for our player of the game.
Perry?
Charles Perry. 2 touchdowns, 1 special teams, 1 receiving.
And Mendez back to punt for the Chiefs. And he gets it away. And it's taking a cheap roll.
Yeah, I mean, the punts are just moving at half speed.
And all the way down to the 15-yard line.
If Vets wanted to, they could block every single one of those punts. But they're holding up. It's good sportsmanship.
Well, I mean, not
the Texan
only that,
way.
too, but you don't want to get the penalty either.
Yeah, you don't want to get the penalty.
And they got one earlier in the game, so.
77-0 Vets up over Donna North. 3:53 left. Vets will take over for their 13th possession of this game.
First and 10 Eagles from their 14-yard line. And flags come in. Apparently, false start. Moves it back to the 9. There's a snap and a handoff to Wynan. Sorry, the tailback, and he's fighting for a couple of yards. Still on his feet. He gets down to the sideline again. Oh my goodness, all the way down to midfield. 41
yards.
And there's a injured player on the field for, I believe, the Chiefs. All the way back about the 13-yard line. Gives us an opportunity to say thank you to the sponsors again tonight. We appreciate their support this entire season. That's our friends at the Corpus Christi Sports Commission, Moore's Compounding Pharmacy, Neil's Urban Oven, Eurotech Foundation Repair, and South Texas Bone and Joint. 3:33 to go in the ball game. And this is officially a Refugio score.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty bad out there. Good for Vets and just, tough for Donna North. They're a program that's traditionally hasn't had a lot of success in their decade of being around.
Single receiver way out on the right side for the Eagles. And he's waiting to the play clock. They're going to stand there and let it go all the way down. It's down to 25 seconds. And that's exactly what they're waiting. Like the coaches told them, don't jump, don't move, just run this out. Probably snapping about 5 or 6 left on the clock. There it is, snap. Hands off and hits the line of scrimmage and all the way up for a first down about the 42-yard line, maybe the 41.
And the 29,
Emmanuel Ramos on the carry.
Cal Allen got the ball back at their 20, but 22 seconds left in the game. Carroll up 27-21. And the Eagles are really taking their time in the huddle now.
Yeah, I don't imagine they're going to try to attempt to go for another touchdown. Ideally, you run out the clock here. A couple kneel downs coming up, and it's wraps. Game over.
Handoff, and maybe at the line of scrimmage, and he's being driven backwards now.
Gain of about 1 for Ramos. Yeah, we're under 2 minutes now.
And it's 1:50 left in this game. 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles.
$1:30 to go. 77-0 Vets on their way to a 2-0 district mark. 3-1 overall on the season.
Single receiver each side of the formation. Snap, handoff at the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. Spinning, and then finally brought down about the 29, 28-yard line.
Gain of 13.
With 1:09 left in the ball game. So the new first down, this is where you have secured the first down, and now you take a knee the rest of the way out.
Yeah, probably another knee. Should do it. By the time the play clock is all the way down, there'll be about 25 seconds left. You could run one play just up the middle, but it looks like Vets is coming out in victory formation. Timeout is called. That's an official's timeout. Injury on the field. 40 seconds left in the game. 77-0. Vets up on Donna North. We have an injury timeout. Young man is walking off under his own power. That's always a great sign to see.
And once again, it is final. Carroll 27, Cal Allen 21.
Wow, the Tigers. What a win for those Carroll Tigers. My goodness. That is a big-time win right there for Coach Cal Netherland. Easily the biggest win of his tenure at Carroll, by far.
Yes.
Might even be the biggest win of his career. When you go into Cal Allen and beat Cal Allen.
Yes.
That's a statement win for the Carroll Tigers tonight.
40 seconds left of the game.
Yeah, Coach Bittner still talking things over with the officials.
There, 10-second runoff.
Okay.
He took a penalty to get some time off.
All right. Okie dokie.
So they have to snap the ball once more. Oh, no, they won't have to snap it.
That's it.
The 40-second clock, and that's it.
That's it. That is ball game here in about 20 seconds officially. 77-0 Vets over Donna North.
Absolutely.
Great ball game.
Absolutely.
Bevy of guys touched the end zone. I mean, there was a lot of guys who touched the end zone, Doug.
Yes.
But
Final
score.
77-0 Veterans Memorial over the Donna North Chiefs, sorry. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game will be archived on MikeSportsNetwork.com and on the Mike Sports Network YouTube page. Thank you for listening to us on News Talk KEYS 1440 AM and 98.7 FM and watching tonight on MICSportsNetwork.com. For Emily Ibarra on the camera, Jake Vasquez, our live stream producer, Hayden Ducker at the studios, and, of course, James Espinosa, the birthday boy. I'm Doug Kesterson. Have a great rest of your evening. So long from Buck Stadium.